Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones.
Well, we're going to get it on. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight from Hornfield, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, John Turpak from S3 Training. We're coming to you tonight from one of our sponsors, as you can see, Ray's Pit Beef. And speaking of sponsorships, let's give a shout out to some of our sponsors here: Sports Shooting Stars, Thornton Automotive of Dover, Fairview Early Learning Community Center, OSS Health, Gamlet, as I mentioned, S3 Performance Training, Vertical Rays, Basil Insurance Agency, Good Deals, Wise Printing, YMCA of York, and of course, Ray's Pit Beef. This place is popping. How about it, John, with sales and the wafting of the smell from Ray's Pit
the smell is amazing. And as the crowd starts to file in here, to which probably will be a packed house here at Red Line, you got to stop by Ray's Pit Beef. This stuff is just absolutely on fire.
Yeah, as you're making your way in, and maybe you're watching us as you're making your way here to Hornfield, he's right here by the main entrance at Hornfield. A beautiful night for football. It feels more like baseball weather. How about it, John, as opposed to football weather?
Yeah, with the sun going down a little bit, it's definitely a lot more tolerable. We're really looking forward to a great game, and this is perfect weather.
Well, let's talk about some of the matchups. We're going to start off with the quarterback matchup. For York High, Najee Still, he is a senior. He comes in with 375 yards and 5 touchdowns, a 3-year starter, and he was a 1,000-yard passer last year for the York High Bearcats. Opposite side for the Red Lion Lions, it's Mason Platts. He's a senior as well. He's thrown for 623 yards and 8 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns in one game, which sets a school record for Red Lion. And as I noticed, Red Lion in year number 92, John, playing football here in Red Line. Amazing run for the Lions.
That is crazy. I'd like to go over the running backs now to add to your quarterback analysis. For York High, we have Shavane Anderson, the University of Syracuse commit. Currently has 442 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season, Todd. He's going to be a lot to handle for the Lions. And for the Lions, we have Grayson Santoro, 202 yards, 3 touchdowns. As their young offensive line finds their way, we should see him have more holes opening up in the coming games.
Yeah, looking forward to it. As with some other players to watch here, I have for the York High Bearcats, Samir Gwynn. He's a junior. Defensive tackle, offensive guard, Trevor Lee, a senior. Wide receiver, defensive back, Malachi Manning. And fullback and linebacker, Amani Bones, who I happen to see he has a couple D1 offers, one to UNLV and Charlotte University.
Absolutely, a lot of skill on the Bearcats. Equal to the task of the Red Lion Lions. They're going to be led by players to watch: Octavius Thompson, fullback, tight end, defensive lineman; Julian Cedrone, the young wide receiver, very physically talented young man. On the offensive and defensive lines, you're going to have Colton Coons, and at D-back, you're going to have Ty Teeter for the Lions.
Yeah, and kickoff set for around 7 o'clock here tonight. Let's talk about some of the keys to the winning tonight for Red Lion. Control the time of possession. That may consist of a running game to kind of keep the Bearcats offense off the field. Slow down York High's running game. You mentioned Shavane Anderson, a Syracuse commit, a long history of running backs at Syracuse. Shavane Anderson tonight, you have to limit his running yards.
Absolutely.
And create turnovers on defense for the Red Lion Lions. For York High, attack Red Lion's young defensive line, limit turnovers and mental mistakes, and give quarterback time to make plays are some of the keys to tonight's game. Coming here tonight live from Hornfield. Ray's Pit Beef, let's talk to him a little bit here. I'm going to mosey on over. Maybe you have a minute here. It looks like a break in the action a little bit. Talk a little bit about what you're serving up here tonight.
Beef, turkey, ham, pit style, Maryland pit style. Nice cooked, medium rare. Everyone's in love with it, as you can see. I mean, you guys just missed the line we had. You guys saw it. We don't get much of a break, but we serve up some good food to people. You know, I pride myself in making sure you eat quality food at a good price.
Oh, there you go. Come on out tonight. I mean, it smells good. I'm sure it tastes good, too. How about it, Ray?
You'll have some later.
Okay, sounds good. And where can people reach out to you? Say they want to contact you maybe for an event. Talk a little bit about that.
Just check my Facebook page out. Please like and follow that. My phone number, my email's all there. We do catering for events, weddings. You know, we love to do fundraisers and support schools as well. We understand the student athletes need as much help as they can get. So we definitely don't have a problem with that. And we help us bring good food to your party.
There you go. Sounds good to me. Working up an appetite here. Raised pit beef on hand. They're here right as you come into the main entrance here to Horn Field, as we're still about 15 minutes away from kickoff. Should be an exciting game, and welcome back to the broadcast. But John Turpak, he's been here for some volleyball games, some basketball games,
lacrosse,
and
yeah.
lacrosse. Yep. So looking forward to having John back in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me back. I'm really excited to be here with you and the crew.
Oh, yeah, well, let's jump in. I mean, we were talking about raised pit beef. Hey, yeah, good deals here. Talk a little bit about, nice to meet you, Todd Edwards. Tell everybody who you are.
My name's Dustin Imbler. I'm with Good Deals Enterprises. We are a local home improvement company that concentrates on engineering and custom builds from concept to completion.
Oh, right. And where can people reach out if they're interested in your services?
You can give me a call at 717-913-3440. And we're also on Facebook. If you mention Sports Shooting Stars, Todd and Drew, they'll give you a 15% discount off of your future project.
There you go. Are you looking forward to tonight's game? Do you have a team you're following tonight?
I just want to see what the boy does running behind that offensive line of York High. I just want to see what he can do.
Yeah, and Shavane Andrews, you mentioned Shavane Andrews, Syracuse commit. Should be exciting tonight. A beautiful night for football here, and, of course, good deals in the house, raised pit beef. And, again, do they have a contact number where they can reach you?
It is 717-913-3440. We're also on Facebook, Good Deals Enterprises, LLC, or just search my name, Dustin Imbler, or Sports Shooting Stars. You'll see me posted all over there.
And I see you bleed blue and white as well. You're getting ready. A little off week. How about it?
This is my off week. That's why I'm here this week. The last 3 weeks I was in Lot 41, as you would know.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, Lot 41 roll call, always the State College. I hope I'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah, we hope so, Dustin. Nice talking to you.
Dustin.
Good deals in the house tonight, and looking forward to it. And we're going to make our way over to the broadcast booth here shortly.
I think we're going to have to pick up a sandwich from Raised Pit Beef first, but we'll see you guys over there.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Du Jones. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Du Jones.
At Thornton Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion, our Customer Appreciation Sales Event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it!
You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments?
You got it!
Then shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
So here at Fairview Early Learning and Community Center, our mission is to change the generation one child at a time. What we do is we take every opportunity to teach a child. It could be from learning how to walk, potty training, how to communicate with peers, and also how to tune in those fine motor skills that they have, and also preparation for kindergarten.
We love it here. Elena has been here for a couple months. We love it here. She's learning. Yes, she's learning all about her alphabets and their numbers and everything like that. And this is an awesome place to have your child learn and grow.
This is our Zion location. On this side of town is our school age. We require that our school age do focus on reading and math daily for at least 30 minutes once they arrive from school. This also gives them time to complete their homework and do crafts and art projects before they do physical play. On the Zion location, we do cater to the private, public, and charter schools that are on the west side of town. So we do Logos Academy, Lincoln Charter School, York Academy, and all York City schools that are on the west side of town.
We love Fairview!
Aye. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Pickable.
Make sure everything's hooked up. I mean, it's already good. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks for running the lead on that, man. You did a great job. You didn't put any pressure on me to. No, I mean, that's good. You know it. I mean, mics are on. Connections. So a small iPad.
I mean, I mean, unless you want to stand.
Are we back on?
Welcome back, sports fans. Todd Edwards along with John Turpak here in the broadcast booth from Horn Field. York High Bearcats, they've made their way onto the playing field in their white jersey tops with orange pants. And they're directly right in front of us, as the viewers at home can see. A beautiful night, beautiful vision here for the game. We're on the visitor side here at Horn Field, and of course a lot of other games taking place tonight. In other action, we'll hope to get some scores from around the league as this game progresses. DeLone Catholic at Bermudian Springs, West York at Kennerdale, Executive Education Charter out of Allentown plays at Biglerville, Susquehannock travels to Hanover, Dallastown is in Bobcat country, Northeastern. Central York travels to the Corral, Southwestern. New Oxford at York Suburban, and Spring Grove at Conestoga Valley. And then 2 games tomorrow, John. Littlestown travels to York Tech, and Eastern York at Solanco. All action taking place here in greater YIAA. Any other games stand out for you tonight?
Well, that's certainly a full menu of outstanding games, Todd, but I'm really excited about being here at this one. I think both of these teams sitting at 2-2. This is a very important game for both of them in one of the most beautiful stadiums, if not the most beautiful one in the county. So this should be a really great matchup. Looking forward to both teams coming out and playing hard and looking for that dub.
Yeah, Redline comes in with a 2-game win streak. York High coming off a drubbing of Northeastern, 91-0.
Ouch.
2 Thursdays ago. And we'll see if they can kind of carry on the scoring for the York High Bearcats tonight.
You did ask about other games. I'd like to say I bet the West York Kennerdale game should be interesting.
Yes.
Obviously, West York's the favorite, but Kennerdale certainly played really hard against Eastern. And, of course, soon to come is the West York Eastern matchup. So might learn a little bit from that matchup as well.
And can Northeastern pick up a win? I know the past several years it's been pretty tough for the Bobcats. Can they pick up a win tonight as Dallastown visits Northeastern?
I mean, they certainly need a confidence builder. They have the home field advantage if there is one, but I think Dallastown might outclass them this year. Northeastern just needs to, step back, be positive, practice the basics, keep getting better every day, and then hopefully they'll get their first win this season.
Yeah, and tonight, of course, John mentioned York High battles Redline. Both teams 2-2. York High led by their head coach, Russ Stoner, in his 10th season as head coach with an overall record of 58-39. And conversely, with Redline, Coach Jesse Shea. He is in his 13th season, the longest tenured coach in YIAA with a record of 69-57. York High's won the last 6 straight games against the Lions here. We'll see if the Lions can snap that tonight.
Well, both have great coaching staffs. I mean, not only is Russ Stoner and Jesse Shea, some of the best coaches in the county, but their staffs are really deep. Obviously our friend Ron Johnson's over there, former professional football player, coaching for the Lions. And of course, on this side, you've got a lot of great guys, including who we talked about earlier, Chaz Powell, the outstanding Susquehannock product that went on to play at Penn State and then had some opportunities at the professional level. So these kids are supported by great staffs, and I'm hoping that's going to lead to a really great game for us, Todd.
Yes, York High averages 43 points per game, giving up only 24 points on defense. We'll see what gives tonight in this matchup as Redline now, it looks as if they're making their way to the playing field here. Redline averages 21 points a game offense. Some of the key players to watch for Redline: Julian Cedrone, Mason Novacell, Caleb Greiner, and Octavius Thompson, the defensive end senior, who has 3 sacks coming into tonight's game. For York High, we mentioned it in our pregame show, but we'll run down some of the players to watch. Wide receiver Jason Matty, running back wide receiver Samir Gwynn, Trevor Lee, a defensive tackle and offensive guard, and Amani Bones, a linebacker who has, as I mentioned, 2 offers, D1 offers to UNLV and Charlotte University.
It's a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, Todd.
Yeah, looking forward to it as the Lions run onto the field here. In case you maybe just joined us, the quarterback competition here, well, matchups, Najee Still, a senior for York High, comes in with 375 passing yards. And Redline quarterback senior Mason Platts.
How about his game last week, Todd? Talk a little bit about that. That was outstanding.
Against Susquehannock. I mean,
yes,
tearing it up.
He did. Six, was it?
6 touchdowns, which was a school record. And we mentioned that in the pregame show. This is 92 years of history here with Red Lion football.
Yeah, I was watching Marcellus's interview with Jesse Shea, and he talked about that, breaking the record. There were 2 guys, their names escaped me, but that had 5 touchdowns. I think one of them was back in 2015. So that feat that Mason pulled off with 6 touchdowns was huge. Hopefully the Red Lion team and fans are hoping that translates to this game, because they're going to need to put some points on the board to keep up with the Bearcats.
Captains for the Lions, number 1, Ty Tedder, number 5, Mason Platts, number 15, Evan Smith, and number 6. Many of you knew one or more of these men personally. Red Lion and William Penn High Schools ask that we all join together in a moment of silence and prayer in memory of Detective Sergeant Cody Becker, Detective Mark Baker, and Detective Isaiah Ebenheiser, who were killed in the line of duty in North Canoris Township. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. And now let us remain standing as we honor our great nation and the many men and women that bravely defend our freedom and protect us each and every day with the singing of our national anthem. And singing the anthem tonight is the combined elementary, junior high, and senior high choirs.
There you have it, sports fans, the playing of our national anthem, courtesy of the Red Lion Marching Band, John.
Always love the anthem.
Yes, and a moment of silence pregame for the 3 officers killed this past week. Detectives from Northern York Regional, Sergeant Cody Becker, Detective Isaiah Ebenheiser, and Detective Mark Baker. Their commitment to justice and communities will never be forgotten.
Yeah, terrible tragedy, but looks like the York County community has really come together. Those are some great men. Obviously, you and I knew one of them, so our deepest sympathies to them and their families.
As we are moments away from the captain's meeting at midfield for the coin toss here at Horn Field. And you mentioned it earlier, John, the optics of this stadium with the one side of the bleachers kind of reminiscent of a lot of maybe college stadiums we would see. This is quite unique setup here at Horn Field.
It is. It's just a beautiful setting. That hill has always been gorgeous. It's been here for many, many, many decades. I remember playing against the Red Lions back on it in the late 80s.
When it was a grass field, not the synthetic turf.
It was grass. Which also doubles as a baseball field. So if you've ever been out here, you know that the visitors' bleachers that we're on actually get removed in the spring, and baseball is played here as well.
Yeah, I mean, we're standing kind of right on the infield here at Horn Field for baseball, but it may feel like baseball weather, but it's football. Week 5. Hard to believe, John, we're at the halfway.
Yeah, I was thinking about that coming out here, so that just makes this game even more important so that one of these teams can get momentum.
Red Lion will be in their yellow jersey tops with black pants.
Perfect weather, Todd. I'm excited.
Yes, and fans, as you settle in with your bottled water and popcorn, get ready for sports shooting stars. It's youth night tonight. It looks like it's maybe a gold out in the student section here of Red Lion.
Yeah. I'm going to have to amp up my energy to keep up with your partner, Marcellus Gottwald, who's decided to allow me to take his place today.
Yeah.
I don't have that voice, but I'll give him my best shot, Todd. All right, here we go, folks.
Bearcats getting set to kick the ball off. James Hess, sophomore for the Bearcats, getting set.
Red Lion would really like to set the tone here with a good return. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's that one phase of the football, special teams where you make a play or two. And
nice kick.
Yep. Returnable for the Lions. It's Marcus Edwards, near side, still on his feet. Pushed out of bounds by Alfonso Jones Jr.
Yeah, great coverage, great coverage.
And Red Lion will set up their offense, led by the senior quarterback, number 5, Mason Platts.
They're going to want to establish the running game here, Todd, probably to slow the game down. We talked about that being one of the keys of the game. Let's see how this young offensive line performs.
Yeah, we see that. We see Brian Powell, the left tackle. I mean, just from our vantage point, kind of stands out. Landon Holzer will go down the offensive line here.
Trips to the left. Motion for Platts.
And they give to Santoro, Grayson Santoro, the running back. You mentioned that in the pregame show, the matchup of running back Santoro versus Shavane Anderson.
Yeah, Red Lion's got a little thunder and lightning there. Fullback, Octavius Thompson, he's got some size to him, and Grayson Santoro obviously is the shiftier back. Very quick, low to the ground, low center of gravity.
Brings up a 2nd down and 7 for the Lions. Platts connects to Octavius Thompson, short of the marker, but on a completion for Mason Platts, senior, 5'11", 180-pound.
That's a great first reception for Mason and Octavius. Start to build a little bit of that momentum, that rhythm. And as you mentioned, they've got about a 3rd and 4. It's going to be a big down.
Big down here for the Lions to see if they can convert. And you notice how the line shifts. We've seen this before with Coach Shea's teams.
I did. Coming out with the trick play.
And complete.
Pass to number 8.
To number 8, Julian Cedrone, 6'3" sophomore.
They are really excited about him.
Nice catch and run there for Julian Cedrone.
So Red Lion digging deep into the playbook on that one. Surprised York High's defense a little bit. Did not get the offsides. People were not set. First down for the Lions.
Ball set up on the 46-yard line of Red Lion. A little gadget play worked there for the
It
Lions.
did. Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
More of a traditional set here. Spread, backs in motion.
And a fumble. And Platts falls on it. Rather wise decision there.
Yeah, mix up on the exchange there between Platts and the running back. Lost down for them. They did lose 2 yards, so looks like it's 2nd and 12, Todd.
Just under 9.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. You're watching Red Lion host York High. Sports shooting stars John Turpak, Stu Jones behind the camera, Carter Scappa here in-house. Oh, pass intended to Octavius Thompson falls incomplete, brings up a 3rd down.
He definitely had a lot of room out here. That's one he's going to want back. Ball just sailed a little high. A little bit of the adrenaline, I think, early in the game.
Red Lion, as we mentioned in our pregame show, comes in on a 2-game win streak.
Big 3rd down, 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd as we approach the 9-minute mark.
You definitely got the quarterback that can convert here, so Mason's a heck of a passer. Let's see what the Lions do. A lot of shifting.
Rolls to his left under pressure. Platts unloads and completes to number 2, Octavius Thompson. He seems to like that connection, John.
He
Platts
does,
to Thompson.
and I'd like to point out one of the things that Jesse talked about in the interview with Marcellus is he feels Mason Platts is one of the best in terms of throwing on the run that he's had in his 13 years here at Red Lion, and I think you see it there. I mean, he just kind of worked his way outside on the rollout, was patient, found the open receiver, got a big game, but not enough for the 1st down.
It brings up a 4th down, brings out the punting unit for Red Lion. As Samir Gwynn awaits the punt. Punter's the fake. Oh, and just incomplete. Platts acting as the punter, but on that case, receiver running right down the seam. Ball falls incomplete. Turnover on downs now, and good field position for the Bearcats, just inside midfield.
He had the right guy, Cedrone, going out, on that seam. I feel like he just kind of shaded a little bit more to the outside, almost like a corner. They would have been open. There was nobody out there.
Najee Still, the senior quarterback for York High. Number 1, of course, number 3, Shavane Anderson. John Valon Estevez, sophomore.
Again, York High also comes out with another quick, safe pass, just like Red Line did, just trying to build that confidence and momentum to start the game.
Yeah, hurry up offense here for the Bearcats. Brings up a 2nd down and 2. They give to Shavane Anderson. That's 1st down and more for Shavane, still on his feet. And it's going to take a lot to bring him down, more than an arm tackle.
Yeah, he's not going to go down with just a single contact, so the Lions are going to have to get 11 hats to the ball and make sure that they try to minimize the impact of Shavane Anderson.
Shavane Anderson heading to Syracuse, and a long list of impressive running backs, John, from that school, starting with Jim Brown, Ernie Davis, Floyd Little. I can go on and on. Larry Zonka, Joe Morris. Shavane Anderson, a wide open hole. He could be gone inside the 5. Touchdown, Shavane Anderson, just like that. A 26-yard touchdown run, making it look easy running behind that line. John, I think you could have ran through those holes.
I was about to say, I don't want to take anything away from Shavane, but that hole was massive, and from where we are, the angle that's probably seen on the camera, that was definitely a huge hole. A lot of credit to the offensive line for York High.
Shavane Anderson with a big touchdown run to get things started here for the Bearcats.
As becomes usual, they're going to go for 2.
2-point conversion.
Something they've been doing the last 3-4 years.
The give to Shavane
Why
Anderson.
Not? When you got a running back like that. Absolutely.
And your score with 7:26 remaining here in the opening quarter. York High 8, Red Lion 0. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors for tonight's game and all season long. Thornton Automotive, Dover, Fairview, Early Learning and Community Center, OSS Health, Gamlet, S3 Performance Training, Ray's Pit Beef, YMCA of York, Wise Printing, Good Deals, Basil Insurance, and Vertical Rays, all sponsors of Sports Shooting Stars. Check them out on their Facebook and Instagram page, and you can see their information on the bottom portion of your TV screen.
James Heffs with the kickoff.
Kicks it off.
He's got some momentum.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That was Marcus Edwards.
I'm not sure how the Lions maintained possession on that. I thought it was a fumble, but good return by Marcus Edwards, and I'm glad he held on to the ball.
Yeah, good field position here for the Lions.
Look, the Lions moved the ball in their first possession, so even though they're down 8-0, they just need to stay with what they're doing, establish the run, get the quick passes, and then when the opportunity permits, look for the long pass.
Still plenty of time here remaining.
Early
in the first quarter. Bearcats up 8-0, and there's that shift again we're seeing, and there's a flag.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't call it on the first time they ran this play, but referees, officials figured it out.
It's an encroachment on the Bearcats.
Yeah, they did have a guy encroach. They did not call he did the exact same thing on the first time they did it, and they did not call it, so I was surprised. Might have been some contact. This allows Red Line to open up the playbook on first and short, so let's see what they do here. They might give Platts an opportunity for a little bit of a longer pass. We'll see.
Yeah, first down and 5. Now ball now on the 42-yard line for Red Lion. Platts rolling to his right, looking downfield, has a receiver and complete to number 8, Julian Cedrone. Just a sophomore for Red Lion.
That's a really good play call. I like that on 1st and 5 early in the game. That's the connection we talked about. They really like Cedrone. He's a big body kid, 6'3", 200 pounds, I believe. And again, Mason Platts throwing on the run, exactly the conversation that Jesse had, Coach Shea had, with our teammate Marcellus.
Platts back in shotgun formation for the Lions in Bearcat territory. Complete. Marcus Edwards with the reception. And that passing game's clicking here for the Lions, led by senior Mason Platts.
Yeah, Platts has some rhythm right now. He sees the space, he sees the pace, he's making things happen. We're in approaching the red zone, so let's see if the Lions can even the score up here in the next few plays.
Under 7 minutes remaining here. In the opening quarter from Horn Field. Week 5 in YIAA action. In motion, Edwards. Platts under pressure, rolls out of the pocket, rolling to his right, going downfield and picked off. Now there is a flag thrown. Looks like Jason Matty, sophomore, with the pick. Now we'll see if that holds.
Yeah, I didn't catch enough of a glimpse of it. There was definitely some hand fighting going on there. Let's see which way the officials are going to. Okay, pass interference
against the Bearcats. It's coming back, much to the dismay of the York High Bearcat faithful here.
I have a feeling this play will be replayed a lot, depending on the outcome of the game. There's definitely a lot of contact, though. So, again, the Lions have to use this. They got to put some points on the board, try to even the score.
Yeah, with that call, it takes him down, well, inside the red zone for sure.
Yeah, now look, the field gets a little shorter here, and York High's got a lot of speed in their defense. So, let's see what's in the playbook for Red Lion. But they're in the red zone. They have an opportunity here to even the score.
Ball in the 12, looking for the end zone, and in and out of the hands.
It's the right call, and it was a darn good pattern. Hit him right in the hands. Cedrone's going to want that one back.
Yeah, the opportunity was there for Julian Cedrone, just falls incomplete. It brings up a second down now and 10. Ball on the 12-yard line of the Bearcats. We'll see what Red Lion dials up here, John.
Absolutely. They're spreading the field.
Yeah, spread offense.
2 receivers each side.
What we've seen so far, they like to throw the ball here.
Watch for the slant.
Platts.
Oh, they go with the out.
Ooh. Ball's incomplete. Brings up a third down.
Down here in the red zone, York High tends to favor man coverage. I feel like there's an opportunity for a slant. They don't have a safety deep in the middle of the end zone. Let's see what they dial up here on 3rd and 10.
Okay, we'll see what Coach Shea and his coaching staff dial up. And do you think this is 4-down territory, John? I mean, for Red Lion.
I would absolutely do it. I don't know what kind of kicker they have, but we have a timeout.
Timeout called by Red Lion with 6:19.
I think, Todd, the question you just asked me is one that they're pondering, and they're trying to figure out, hey, maybe we'll call 2 plays here, and if we don't get it on 3rd, maybe we'll go with a hurry up. Who knows? But great idea. Timeout for the Lions.
Hey, how are you? What's your name again? Linda, I haven't seen you in a couple years. How are you?
Okay. Fans will take a brief timeout. We'll go to a commercial break.
Aye. What? What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Pickable.
Appreciate it, guys. All right, they obviously called the play in the sideline. Here they come, Todd.
They're 6:19 remaining.
Tight set, one-on-one at the top.
Platts rolls to his right, under pressure. He's going to be brought down.
Huge
Platts
play by
sack.
the defense.
By number 18, Namani Sanchez, the sophomore for York High, and that was big. Pushes them back. A 4th down.
Yeah, too short to punt, too long for a field goal, so looks like they're going to go for it.
Mentioned in 4-down territory here.
This is where Cedrone excels, and maybe a little bit of an alley-oop, a big pass up in the corner of the end zone with his height advantage. Let's see if that's what they go with. They don't have a lot of options at 4th and 24. Let's watch the bottom of the screen here, Todd, on the left.
And there's that shifting again.
Well, they just got 5 yards back.
Encroachment against the Bearcats. That'll a 5-yard penalty. Now it's 4th down and 19.
Yeah, these kids are excited, but they need to settle down and differentiate between a set shift and obviously normal motion. So I'm sure as the game goes on, they won't be fooled by those tactics. Shortens the field a little bit. 4th and 19.
4th and 19. 5:29 remaining and counting here in the.
I like the one-on-one at the bottom here. Let's see what happens. That shifts the defense away from Cedrone on the bottom. Let's see. Roll out.
That's rolling to his right.
No, he goes
far side.
Ooh.
Flag thrown. See Shavane Anderson back there in the defensive backfield. Samir Gwynn as well. Hassan Matty, defensive backs.
Yeah, the receiver had his feet twisted up a little bit as the ball was coming to him. I didn't see how much hand fighting was going on prior to that, but we're about to find out. This should give him a first down.
And that's the second pass interference call now called against the Bearcats.
Are they calling that penalty as if it were in the end zone? Does that give them a first down, or are they still at fourth down?
No, it's a first down.
Okay.
Now ball set up on the 10-yard line. First down and goal. Red Lion having their opportunities here offensively. We'll see if they can cash in.
Well, going back to your keys of the game, they're dominating the possession right now, and they're not letting York High get back on the field. So this is important. They use every one of these downs.
Yeah, I stand correct. It's fourth down. Still fourth down.
Okay, it is fourth.
15-yard penalty gets them to the 9, and that's a completion and a touchdown. Octavius Thompson.
I believe Octavius, I believe he came from the top side, tight end. He just did a crossing pattern. Middle linebackers probably lost him as he crossed over to the left side. That's a great play by Jesse Shea's staff at Red Line and a great throw by Mason Platts to Octavius Thompson.
And the Lions break the ice here tonight. They're going for the point after attempt here. Ashton Bell on for the point after attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
It's a nice kick.
5:05 remaining here in the first quarter. Your score, York High 8, Red Lion 7. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.
That was nice.
Some scores from around the league. West York all over Kennerdale in the first quarter, 14-0. Dallastown defeating Northeastern right now, putting it on 21-0. And the New Oxford Colonials up over York Suburban, 13-0. Scores taking place from around the YIAA. Thank you to Carter Scappa and his Scappa report.
A lot of explosive talent back deep for the Bearcats. So this is these guys need to stay in their lane on the kick coverage team. Try to minimize any impact on this. Hate to give points up on a special teams play. Short kick.
And a short kick to the up man, but
that's anybody's ball.
Yeah,
that's Red Lion ball.
I think Red Lion may have come up with a ball far side. A flag's down.
That was a big impact. Hopefully no one's injured.
No, we heard it from here, and we're near side, and it took place far side. Injured Lion down.
It'll be interesting to see what the flag is, because that's a fair ball. That's a free ball once it gets past 10 yards. So both teams had every right to go for that ball. I can't imagine it's catch interference. He certainly didn't signal for a fair catch. Let's see what it could be a head-to-head, could be a targeting issue. Let's see what the officials call.
As the training staff tends to the injured Lion, and I can't quite make out the injured Lion.
I believe it's the guy who recovered the ball, but I did not catch his number.
No penalty on the play. Flag being picked up.
I'll tell you what, Todd, this is exactly what Red Lion needs. Again, going back to the keys of the game. Now they get another possession. They're already deep inside the 30, 25-yard line. If they can put another score up here, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Coach Stoner's team to produce.
Yeah, and right now, Lions with the possession. And it's not often you see that take place on a kickoff. But as you mentioned, after 10 yards, it's a live ball. It's anyone's ball. And Red Lion recovers it. Platt's rolling to his right, looking for it all, and picked off in the end zone. That's Shavane Anderson, number 3, who had the Bearcats touchdown. Now he has an interception.
Well-designed play. Unfortunately, not the execution Mason Platts was looking for. The ball was a little flat, pretty much right into Shavane Anderson's hands. Easy interception. This is what the Bearcats need to get jump-started. They have the ball back the 20-yard line.
And much to the delight here of the Bearcat fan. Here as we're positioned here on the visitor side of Horn Field. An exceptional view here for the game. We almost reach out and touch the players here from where we're positioned.
All right, let's see what York High can get started here, Todd.
Najee still leads his team out. Senior quarterback. In shotgun formation to his left, Shavane Anderson. And they give to Anderson.
Second effort, third effort.
Sir.
He's not easy to bring down, Todd.
One of the Lions had him by the ankles. He was not going down on an ankle tackle.
I think that's why you see he's a commit to the Syracuse University program.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're excited to have him coming up next year.
Brings up a 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 24-yard line as we have just over 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter from Horn Field. They give to Shavane Anderson, far side with the carry. He's out just past the 35-yard line, and that's enough to move the chains for York High.
I'm sure the emphasis this week at Red Lion was trying to control the run. They know they're not going to stop number 3, Shavane Anderson, but containing him is going to be really important. If you give him the outside and a lot of real estate, he's going to go for 6.
And running behind a line there led by Trevor Lee, a senior. You see Amir Davis, or number 70, the right tackle. I mean, got some size on that offensive line, the Bearcats.
Wide side of the field here.
And a quarterback keeper still with the 45 midfield, 45-40, 35-30. Makes a move to cut inside, still on his feet. Brought down, what a fancy move by Najee Still. And that defense bit on that fake. That's worthy of a replay, John.
I bid on that fake. I was following the running back, and lo and behold, Najee Still takes it for a huge gain. Obviously, first down inside the red zone.
New set of downs for the Bearcats. They're inside the red zone. Ball on the 10-yard line of Red Lion. And the ball give to Anderson. Not much going there for Shavane. Brings up a 2nd down.
Bones and Alfonso Jones Jr. enter the game. You got a tall target here, freshman wide receiver, Jay Sean Matty on the right side.
Yes.
A lot of real estate here on the far hash.
Yeah, just one-on-one there near side. Matty. In motion, Alfonso Jones. And Anderson with a carry. Caleb Kreiner with the tackle. Brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we know with certainty this is 4-down territory for York High. They don't really bring the kicker out often for extra points or field goals. So they got 2 plays here. Let's see what Coach Stoner's staff dials up for the Bearcats.
Well, I see the Bearcat kicker to our left, kicking some balls into the net. James Hess, a sophomore. And a timeout call by Coach Russ Stoner with 2:30 remaining here in the opening quarter. Bearcats up by 1, 8-7, courtesy of a Shavane Anderson touchdown run and a 2-point conversion by Shavane. Both teams come in with a 2-2 mark. And we'll take a brief commercial timeout. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.
At Thornton Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion, our customer appreciation sales event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it.
You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments?
You got it.
Then shop online.
We're back. A 3rd down and 8 now for the Bearcats. Moving left to right on your TV screen. Alfonso Jones Jr. and a flag throw.
I think it's a false start. Let's see what the head official calls.
We're awaiting word here to find out what the penalty.
Yeah, that's on the
Could be.
Bearcats.
Yeah, it looks.
Illegal substitution, 12 men on the field by the
12 on the field.
12 men on the field for the Bearcats.
Yeah, I could see the York High coaching staff was not very happy about that. Still 3rd down, 13 to go.
Still back in shotgun formation. Jones in motion. And they give to Shavane Anderson near side. 10, 5, in for the score. Shavane Anderson, a 13-yard touchdown run.
Great off-tackle play. Had a ton of real estate. Too much speed for the Lions.
Yeah, and you can see it. You mentioned it, John, the speed, even from this position in the broadcast booth. They couldn't touch him.
Yeah, when he hit the Jets, he just separated. The Lions are going to have to attend to that by just really containing the edges a little bit more, whether it's the outside linebackers, DNs, corners coming up. But that's going to be a problem the remainder of the game. We'll see how they handle it.
Another 2-point attempt for the Bearcats. Still back in shotgun formation. He's going to give it to Anderson right up the middle and in for the 2-point conversion. And this Bearcat offense, they're chugging along here with 2:21 remaining in the opening quarter. York High 16, Red Lions 7. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. Oh, yeah.
We say 32-0.
You have a central and southwest. Okay. Have some scores from around the league. Central York up over Southwestern 7-0. And then I did catch the score, Dallastown all over Northeastern 30-0. Dallastown comes into that game with a 2-2 mark. They're looking to move to 3-2. There's Marcus Edwards with the return.
Yeah, great return. Sets up good field position. Platts on the offense should have some confidence. They've been able to move the ball. Just had some untimely mistakes that prevented them from scoring, obviously, with the interception on the last possession. Let's see if they can march the ball down the field again, Todd.
Yeah, we can see. I mean, they have a big offensive line as well. We mentioned Colton Coombs, Brian Powell along the offensive line, Alex Siebold for the Lions, giving Platt some protection. Ricky Cox in there, 6'6", as a left guard. And there's that shift again. Platt's under pressure, just had to unload it in a big-time tackle. You could see that coming, John.
Yeah, that developed a little slower than Red Lion wanted, and that set, I believe, Santoro up for a catch and a big hit.
John Valen Estevez, a sophomore with a big time hit, laying some wood there. That's worthy of a replay. I felt that up here in the broadcast booth, John.
It was a big hit, but it was a clean hit. I really like that. So that they lose a couple yards here. It's going to be second and looks like 11 or 12.
Yeah, a loss of 2 brings up a second down and 12. Mason Platt's back, leading his offense here on this series. Oh, batted down by number 50, Lavelle Smith, sophomore for the Bearcats. They're young, but they have some size as well for the Bearcats along that defensive line.
They do. I mean, obviously they have senior leadership with
yeah.
Trevor Lee, but they certainly have a lot of young, male athletes that, continue to grow, continue to play the game at a high level. That was an awesome play from the defensive end there.
Yeah, you see number 72, Bennett Brodigan, a sophomore as well for the Bearcats.
Yeah, he's got some size.
See Riley Graham, another sophomore on that D-line for the Bearcats.
Motion, no one covered.
Under pressure, had to unload it complete. Still on his feet. That was Grayson Santoro, and a nice passing catch from Platts to Santoro, and just like that, the Lions in Bearcats territory.
They're having a lot of success with patterns coming from the far side of the formation, so that's definitely an adjustment, that York High is going to have to make at some point in the game.
York High up 16-7, 90 seconds and counting remaining here in the first quarter.
No safety deep.
Yeah, they're all boxed in. You see that far side man-to-man coverage.
Here comes the pressure.
Santoro with the carry.
That's a good play call. You could see the Bearcats had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. So that timely, quick draw play was a nice couple-yard gainer for the Lions. We're under a minute.
Well, the Lions have had no problem moving the ball. It's just kind of completing their play calls on execution here with no turnovers and trying to punch it in. They do have 7, but right now they're in Bearcats territory. Ball on the Bearcats' 41-yard line. Santoro with another carry.
Yeah, they went with that little quick touch pass. You see a lot of that in the college game. It actually counts as a pass completion. That was slow developing, though. You could see the timing was off a little bit.
And that may be the final play here in the opening quarter, as the Lions are going to make their way to the sidelines as the final seconds tick off of the clock here from Horn Field.
Great first quarter, Todd. This is exciting.
Been everything we wanted and more in the opening quarter, and we've arrived at the end of the first quarter. And your score, York High 16, Red Lions 7. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.
Back to the action, Todd. We got 3rd and a long 6 here for the Lions.
Yeah, to start the second quarter here, we switch sides here. Red Lion now moving left to right on your screen. Big third down for the Lions. Trips formation near side for Red Lion. Platts looking downfield. Oh, almost picked off. Pass intended for number 2, Octavius Thompson. But Samir Gwynn, his name we've been calling, was kind of feeling a pick there, but ball falls incomplete. Brings up a 4th down.
The pressure really changed the timing of that play, so that was a smart blitz. A lot of pressure there by York High. Obviously, they're going for it here, Todd.
Ball on the 39-yard line of York High. Brings up a 4th down and 6. Platts with Thompson to his right. Under pressure, Platts eludes a pass rush, looking downfield. And complete to Julian Cedrone. That's a 4th down conversion for the Lions. Move those chains. Under pressure, eluded the pass rush, and you mentioned it earlier. You like Platt. You see Platts performs best on the run, delivering the ball downfield.
He does. He maintains his composure while his feet are moving, and he keeps his eyes up, and that's important so he can see what the receivers are doing and allow them to establish their routes and then find the man he wants.
A new set of downs for the Lions. Ball now on the 25-yard line of the Bearcats. Just getting underway here in the second quarter. York High up 16-7. Platts rolling near side, looking for it all in the end zone. And it looks like it's out of bounds. Julian Cedrone, you saw that kind of develop, and as that ball lofted into the end zone, went out of bounds. Incomplete, brings up a 2nd down. And a flag thrown. Seems to be a lot of flags being thrown here.
Yeah, Coach Stoner is really engaged and interested in what's going on here. Let's see. Personal foul. Roughing, or no. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, roughing the passer.
Called, roughing the passer against the Bearcats. That's a 15-yard penalty.
I believe an automatic first down.
Coach Stoner was there talking to the head official.
I was watching the ball float into the end zone. I missed the action on the back end, but we'll have to trust the officials here. Again, I feel like we've been here, Todd. I feel like the Red Line needs to cash in. They need to keep this score close in order to have an opportunity to win the game in the second half.
Ball on the 12-yard line now for the Lions. A new set of downs for Red Lion.
Good. Tight man coverage, no safety.
Looking for it all. Incomplete.
He was going for the back shoulder throw there.
Yes.
Just didn't have enough time, again, because of the pressure to let the play develop. It was a good idea. Again, just weren't able to execute due to the pressure.
Falls incomplete, brings up a 2nd down. The Lions are threatening here. We'll see if they can cash in. After a big personal foul, roughing the passer called. Empty backfield now for Platts. 2 receivers to the left and right. It's a quarterback keeper, Platts. Still on his feet, down inside the 5-yard line.
Gang tackle. Let's see where the spot is. It's close to a first down. No, it looks like it's well short. Good play, though.
Yes.
I think that's the first design run that they've had at quarterback, and that definitely caught the Bearcats by surprise.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down and short. 3rd and 1. And you would think, John, this is 4-down territory for the Lions. Platts looking under pressure. Rolls out of the pocket to his left. He's going to keep it. Hit out of bounds far side.
I appreciate his toughness, but for no gain, I probably would have thrown the ball out of bounds.
He wasn't afraid to shy away from hit there.
He was not. He saw the pylon and went for it. Bearcat defense was ready for him.
Well, they got it.
They did. All right, fantastic
for the
Lions.
The Lions now a new
First
set of
and
downs,
goal.
First and goal. Ball set up on the 1 yard line of the Bearcats. Plenty of options here offensively for the Lions. They're going to spread things out here.
I think they're going to hand it off to Octavius here.
High snap, the give. To Octavius. And not going anywhere there on the run. Octavius Thompson.
I think that was a little predictable. Octavius does not spend a lot of time in the backfield. Usually Santoro's back there, so Bearcats were able to sniff that out. They got 3 more opportunities here to punch it in. They just lost 2 yards there.
Yeah, second down and goal. Now ball set on the 3 yard line. Empty backfield now for the Lions. And they give, and boy, the Bearcats snuffed that out. Monty Sanchez with a tackle and another loss. And not exactly the direction you want to be moving if you're the Lions here.
Definitely not. The Sanchez kid's been playing a great game so far. I mean, he's made some plays. Obviously, I contained there. Again, the play was a little slow to develop, but in a weird way, being back a little further may give Mason Platts more options. Most likely we have a pass or two coming in the next 2 downs.
Yeah, it brings up a third down. Now ball on the 10-yard line for the Lions.
I'd expect to see some pressure here. Well, we have a timeout.
A timeout called by the Lions with 8:57 remaining here before halftime. Your score, York High 16, Red Lions 7. We'll take a brief commercial timeout. You're watching Sports Shooting Star.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
Welcome back, sports fans. We're back. 8:57 remaining before halftime. Red Line threatening here. Ball on the 10-yard line, a third down and goal. Platts under pressure, and he goes down.
We just talked about Sanchez.
Namani Sanchez, a sophomore, having a stellar game tonight on the defensive side.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there was a missed assignment or anything, but when the defensive end comes off the ball that quick and no one gets hands on him, you got to give him credit for his explosiveness off the edge. That's obviously a play that's going to change the scenario for what they're going to do here on 4th and 15.
4th and 15, and the timeout now called by York High.
It's a good call.
Has one timeout remaining with 8:27 remaining before halftime.
This is a good call. This is where Coach Stoner and his defensive coordinator just need to talk about the fact that it's 4th and goal from the 15. There's only one thing you can do or want to do, and that's get the ball in the end zone. So they need to make sure that their DBs, maybe a roaming safety or somebody's going to stay back there, and keep the ball out of the end zone. And that would give the Bearcats obviously possession and plenty of time here in the second half to go down and score.
Yeah, as mentioned, both teams have now one timeout remaining. A beautiful night for high school football here, and a great crowd has settled in here at Horn Field. Want to remind the fans that are tuned in, we'll be on the road again next week as we make our travels to West York. They'll play host to Eastern York. Next week, Sports Shooting Stars, week 6, but right now we're in week 5, a halfway point. Red Lion hosting York High, and a big 4th down here, John, for the Lions.
Absolutely.
Flats back, looking for it all in the end zone. Falls incomplete. Intended for Octavius Thompson.
I think that's the right play. There's limited options there. Obviously, you could go to Thompson or you could go to Cedrone, but you knew it was going to be some kind of a corner or fade, giving the taller receiver an opportunity, and York High did a great job playing that ball.
And now the Bearcats offense coming back out onto the field with 8:21 to go, and Najee still leading his team out on the field.
Red Lion.
Malachi Brooks, another offensive lineman, a sophomore for York High, and they're young but big. I mean,
they have some size.
Yes. Jason Matty runs onto the field, far side receiver.
Got the playoff just in time.
And they give to Anderson, not much going there. Evan Smith on the tackle for Red Lion. Brings up a 2nd down and 11, a loss of 1 on the play.
York High hasn't gone to the pass much yet. Let's see if they dial it up here in this series.
Back to Shavane Anderson.
Yeah, when it's
30, 35, 40, midfield. He's going with that speed. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Shavane Anderson.
Outstanding.
Wow. What an 86-yard touchdown run.
I'm not even sure he hit his top gear. He was gliding.
No. Once he got in the open field, I knew he was gone. And Shavane Anderson, the Syracuse commit.
And they had great downfield blocking by their wide receivers, too. That really opened it up when he got to the 2nd and 3rd level, and then Shavane did the rest.
And just like that, maybe 35 seconds off the clock on that series, another 2-point conversion now for the Bearcats. They give to Shavane Anderson, and gang tackled by the Lions.
Going back to your keys of the game, Todd, we talked about not giving up big plays, and that obviously was a huge play, and that's going to put Red Lion 2 scores behind. They've got their work cut out for them before the end of the half.
Yes, they do, but Shavane Anderson so far, I mean, I guess it's never too early to potentially talk about some players of the, or a player of the game, but Shavane Anderson right now with 3 touchdowns for the Bearcats offense, just on fire. They're running behind that offensive line, and we know that offensive line opening the holes, creating the opportunities for Shavane to run through.
Yeah, no doubt he's the leading candidate here in the first half. If the game were ending now, he'd be the guy. But he's a humble kid, hard worker. I'm sure he'd give his offensive line all the credit. Let's see on this kickoff coming out here by
James
S.
Hess getting set to kick off for the Bearcats.
Could use a big return here.
Returnable. Marcus Edwards with a return for the Lions. 7:37 remaining, and the Lions offense back out onto the field.
It's no time to panic right now, so Coach Shea and his staff just need to calm the guys down. Their offense is working when they need it to. It's when they get in plays where they're in long down situations, they get under duress, throw some balls up that they shouldn't. They just need to keep doing what they're doing. Now, occasionally the trick plays have worked, right? Try to establish a little bit of a running game to keep York High honest. And let's see what happens. They're going to need a score on this possession.
You're down right now, 22-7. York High on fire here tonight. And a timeout, third and final timeout called by head coach Jesse Shea of Red Lion. They're going to talk things over a little further here.
It seems like an unorthodox timeout, but anytime I've seen Coach Shea do it, with 7 minutes left and that was his final timeout, I think he saw something. So depending what they call here, if York High lines up the same way, there might be a special play that Coach Shea's been working on with the team that might yield them some points.
We can hear the band just below us here warming up for halftime entertainment here at Horn Field.
It's one of the great things about high school and college football,
yes.
The bands.
Exactly.
Plenty of time left on the clock, Todd.
Plenty of time. A whole second half. And 7:37 remains here in the second quarter for the Lions. Stick to their game plan, go out, execute, make plays, and minimize the mistakes.
Absolutely.
Platts looking to go near side, complete to Julian Cedrone. I have a feeling we'll be calling Julian Cedrone's name the next couple of years for the Lions. Just a sophomore, 6'3", listed at 195. Does he train with you at S3 Performance Training?
So it's funny you mentioned that. I was just about to say, I don't want to brag, but as you may know, we do all the training for all the student athletes, male, female, all teams at Red Lion. And Ron Johnson has a lot of good things to say about Cedrone. He's a kid at 6'3", a 200-pound 10th grader that's hang cleaning, well over 200, close to 300 pounds. So he's an explosive athlete. We're definitely going to be talking about him for many years to come.
Platts now rolling to his left, under pressure, throws it up, just throws it away.
Yeah, we're going to see. There was no one in the vicinity. He did get it back to the line of scrimmage, or past it, I should say. And he was out of the pocket, albeit on the far side. That was a far throw to get the ball out of bounds.
Brings up a second down for the Lions. Ball on the 35-yard line of Red Lion.
Let's go, Bell Red! Full speed!
See Coach Stoner right now talking to one of the officials. I don't know if that's about the previous play with maybe an intentional grounding call there.
I think that's what he's looking for, but that's what I was talking about. He was outside the pocket, albeit on the far side of the field, and the ball got actually to the first down marker, which is clearly past the line of scrimmage, but there wasn't a soul within 15, 20 yards.
Brings up a second down now for Red Lion. Platts back, facing pressure, and gets it off.
Screenplay, that's what they wanted. Wow. Huge tackle there by number 9, Terrence Jones. He prevented what could have been a big gainer. That was a 3 offensive linemen on one guy, and they had the screen set up perfectly. Great play by number 9.
Yeah. First time we called Terrence Jones' name tonight, but a great play by the junior for York High. 3rd down and 8, just a 2-yard pickup for Red Lion.
Let's go, D!
We'll see what the Lions have dialed up here, John. Platts unloads the ball. Looks like maybe a bit of miscommunication there. Pass intended for Julian Cedrone. It'll bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, they've been very successful with those deep comebacks, 12, 15 yards. That looks like what Mason was throwing to, but Cedrone kept going on a 9 or a fly.
And Mason Platts right now down.
Oh, boy.
At around the 25-yard line. And that defense of the Bearcats dialing it up with a lot of pressure. Platts doesn't have a lot of time to set and deliver. I mean, he's he's getting rid of the ball rather quickly as the training staff now tends to quarterback Mason Platts. A timeout on the field with 6:33 remaining. York High all over Red Lion right now, 22-7. As Platts is able to walk off on his own accord here.
That's
John.
fantastic. We're glad he's not injured. But to your point, Todd, I think that's a strategy York High is going to have all game. They want to put pressure on Mason Platts, get into his throwing lanes. They've already knocked down some balls. They already have an interception. They're going to continue that strategy through the game. So I'm glad Mason popped up and he's okay. I'm sure he's going to be back in the game. But let's see what they do here now on 4th down.
Now, it's interesting. He was
off.
their punter as well. Now a new punter has entered the game. It looks like Cade Willward, 6'2" junior.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here with a new punter coming in that wasn't ready. Under the bright lights here on Friday Night Light against a premium team like York High.
No pressure whatsoever here, John, for
none whatsoever.
The junior. Gets it off a
nice
high
punt. Spiral.
Returnable for the Bearcats. At about the 30-yard line on far side. That's Samir Wynn. He could be gone 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Samir Wynn with a punt return. And just like that, York High, their special teams unit now getting in a 70-yard punt return, John, for the Bearcats.
Yeah, that is not what the Lions needed. That was a fantastic punt. Obviously, punt coverage broke down, and Samir Gwynn showing off his speed and his talent. He's definitely a talented guy, and they've been talking about him the last few years.
And no flags thrown, by the way.
No flags, exactly.
Thrown. And wow, what a return. By number 8, Samir Gwynn, the junior Bearcat.
Another big play, Todd.
A 2-point conversion, still back in the backfield. A nice fake, complete to John Velen Estevez, and he's in. For the 2-point conversion, sophomore catches it. It was a nice play fake there to Anderson.
Well executed 2-point conversion. Yes. And again, prior to that big play, this is critical territory here for Red Lion. We're still in the first half. They went from being down 16-7 to 30-7, so they need a quality possession here.
Bearcats up right now, 30-7, 6:16 remaining here before halftime. And it's been all Bearcats, particularly here in the second quarter here, John.
Yeah, big play Bearcats.
If it's not Shavane Anderson, a 70-yard punt return by Samir Gwynn.
And Najee's still with that really good run earlier as well. Good kick by Hess.
Kick by Hess down inside the 10-yard line. Returnable for the Lions. That was Marcus Edwards. You can see some flashes of speed for number 3, Marcus Edwards.
Yeah, he's done his job.
Yeah.
He's had 4 good kick returns, putting them in good field position. Let's see if Platts is back. They're going to need him, obviously, with his ability to throw to catch back up to these guys. Penalty on the field.
Penalty on the field. Looks like it's against the Lions. That's going to move them back. That penalty takes him back to the 15-yard line.
All right, let's go.
They just need to settle down. I don't feel like they have the big play potential that York High does. They just need to get in a rhythm, start getting chunks of yards, chunks of like a bunch of first downs.
And a new quarterback looks like it's in, John, from our vantage point here. High snap.
Bill, get your hands up.
York High's tough on defense. They take 2-3 athletes off and they substitute in 2 or 3 more. Trevor Lee just came back onto the field. He's a force, obviously, up the middle.
Yeah, you can see just the size from our vantage point here along the defensive line for the Bearcats. And it looks like Mason Platt's trying to kind of work it out over there far side.
I see him
running. Back to that running game. Ooh, Santoro with a carry.
Bearcat defense is feeling it right there. They have the momentum.
And the offense for Redline kind of playing it safe right now with a new quarterback in, although Mason Platt's now re-entering the game, and you wonder just what his health factor is like. Under 5 minutes remaining before halftime.
Well, 3rd and 11. They're obviously going to throw the ball here. I would expect to see some pressure from Coach Stoner's defense.
They've been dialing it up defensively here.
Sneaking in the A-gaps. Here they come. Nice ball.
Gets the ball off quickly, but falls incomplete. Intended for Octavius Thompson. It will bring up a 4th down. Not exactly what you wanted for the Lions right now. They're down by 23 points, and the Bearcats have just exploded here in the second quarter. As Alfonso Jones Jr., the senior, back set to return the punt at about midfield he stands.
Crucial here. They do not give up a big play on special teams. They need to stop the bleeding.
A high punt, but short.
Good punt. They're going to get a bounce.
Takes a bounce.
Oh, it touched him.
Oh,
he got picked up.
Smart play. Oh, picked up by Miguel Colon Santa. Heads up play.
Absolutely.
By the junior. That was a live ball.
It was. It caromed off that York High player. It was live. Very smart play for them to pick the ball back up.
But the Bearcats will set up on their own 45-yard line. 1 timeout for the Bearcats. 4:30 to work with here. And you have to feel the Bearcats are going to keep their foot on the pedal here, John.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? I'd expect to see, they're going under center. Looks like an old school veer look.
Yeah, the old 3 yards in a cloud of dust approach, huh? And a quarterback keeper by Samir Gwynn, still on his feet, into Lions territory.
Shifty, very shifty.
Yeah. Samir Gwynn, number 8, a junior for the Bearcats.
This is a new wrinkle that I haven't seen from York High. They're really, now this is obviously a wishbone style, veer style, running quarterback, under center, misdirection.
Oh. Not much running room.
No, but that's the first thing you have to do on a triple option offense like that. You got to stop that fullback. So that was it's a good play there.
Monty Bones with the carry. Brian Powell in there on the tackle, and you can see Brian Powell, number 77.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, you could. They list him on the roster at 6'2", 253 pounds. The Lions now 2nd down and 10 for the Bearcats. The pitch to number 4, Malachi Manning, a sophomore. Seeing some new wrinkles here on this offense for the Bearcats.
Yeah, we're going to have about 3rd and 5. Coach Stoner getting some of the other guys on the offense involved, other than Shavane Anderson, other than Samir Gwynn.
Do you think that'll be it for Shavane Anderson?
I don't think so.
No, we'll see him in the second half?
Absolutely.
Just giving him a little breather right now. York High up by 23, 30-7.
He had the lead block on that last play. Again, up the gut.
Back to Bones. Still on his feet. And the whistles have not blown. There down inside the 25-yard line. What a carry by Amani Bones. We mentioned in our pregame, yes, D1 offers to UNLV.
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
Charlotte.
Charlotte, correct.
New set of downs for the Bearcats as the clock winds down here under 3 minutes before halftime.
I told you not they digging the dirt. Not they digging the dirt.
Ooh. That was Bones with a carry.
That's what you got to do against that offense. So you got to have them, force them to push the perimeter. So I'd expect to see a pitch out or maybe even a triple option coming up out of this offensive set.
It brings up a 2nd down and 8. Clock continues to tick as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter in a game that's just been dominated by the Bearcats here in the second quarter. They're looking for more. Fake the pass complete. Tamani Bones.
That was a good stop by Ty Tedder because honestly, had he not stopped him,
He may feel that tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
It's a hard hit, hard tackle. Brings up a 3rd down and 6 for the Bearcats. Play clock down to 22 and counting.
Heavy on the right side.
And a quarterback keeper.
Gwynn just driving his legs.
Just trucking downfield. Churning his legs. And you don't see that style of formation, the quarterback under the center here at the high school level too much anymore. I mean, back in the day you did, but now, currently, most of the QBs are in shotgun formation.
Well, if you're an old guy like me, who used to get beat up by York High football team in the late 80s, this looks reminiscent of the 87, 88 teams with Tyson Thomas and McGill Barnes and those guys.
Gwynn looking to throw the ball into, that looks like it was picked off by Red Lion.
It does. That was an ill-advised throw. I think Coach Stoner or the offensive coordinator is going to have something to say.
Well, there is a penalty on the play.
The fans are asking for roughing the passer. I think where the flag was positioned, I'm not so sure. It was on the Bearcats.
Gets the Bearcats. Ty Teeter with the pick. And now Red Lion with the ball deep in their own territory. No timeouts for Red Lion. 52.3 seconds remaining.
What are you doing here, Todd, with under a minute, down by 23 points? York High does have 1 timeout, so they could stop the clock here if they do a short run.
And a lot of that will depend, I would imagine, on this first 2nd down series here for Red Lion and see what they can dial up. And do you get real creative here, or do you go into halftime being down by 23? No timeouts for Red Lion. Looks like they have their offense spread out.
Is that Platts at quarterback?
Yeah, Platts back in.
Then you always have that option to
Looking
throw.
For
nice
far
ball.
Side and complete. Far side steps out of bounds. And
well,
so much for taking a knee. They're coming out firing.
That answers your question. Yep.
Yes. It was complete to, looks like number 6, Hunter Coons. And the clock stopped, stepped out of bounds. 45 seconds remaining. This drive, real important for the Lions, maybe if they can put some points on the board, head into halftime. End this first half on a positive for Red Lion.
Absolutely, that would be huge for them.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Platts
under pressure and brought down, and that ball's out. Platts didn't see him coming. I
think that was our friend Namani Sanchez. Let's see.
The Lions recover, but he just blindsided there, did not see it coming, and now the clock continues to tick again. Red Lion out of timeouts.
Yeah, I think this is going to take us to the half. Both coaches, obviously, Bearcats aren't going to waste their time out, and it's probably a good situation for Red Lion. They're not going to throw the ball 70 yards. Very exciting first half.
Yes.
Tale of 2 quarters.
Final seconds tick off the clock as we have arrived at halftime with your score, York High 30, Red Lion 7, in a game that was really dominated by York High in the second quarter. First quarter results, York High was up 16-7, but the floodgates kind of opened up, and York High just took advantage. 3 touchdowns by Shavane Anderson, and that exciting punt return, 70-yard punt return by Samir Gwynn. It all adds up Bearcats lead 30-7 right now, as both teams will make their way back to the locker room. And an exciting first half. John, your thoughts on first half action here from Horn Field?
Well, like you, I was very excited at the end of the first quarter. It was relatively close. Thought the Lions had some opportunities. The interception obviously flipped the tide a little bit, but those big plays in the second quarter by Shavain Anderson, by Samir Gwynn, I mean, that really was a gut punch to the Lions. They're going to have to go back, kind of, take a look, relax, talk about what they can do, again, to slow that running game down. And I would expect that York High is probably going to come out and start to pass a little bit in the second half, get some reps there, practice those things. So Red Line's going to have their hands full. This is, 23-point deficit. The way Mason Platts throws the ball, they have an opportunity to come back, but they got to come out with a positive mentality, right, and believe in themselves to be able to compete in the second half.
Yeah, exactly, John. Great insight. We'll see what adjustments are made here at halftime. And, of course, you're watching Sports Shooting Stars. It would be a good time to mention our sponsors, season-long sponsors, Thornton Automotive of Dover, Fairview Early Learning and Community Center, OSS Health, Gamlet, S3 Performance Training, Vertical Raise, Basil Insurance Agency, Good Deals, Wise Printing, YMCA of York, and Ray's Pit Beef, who I know are in attendance here tonight. We smelled them pregame. I mean, the smell alone, I think, sells a lot of those sandwiches. How about it, John?
Yeah, great stuff. I'm hoping I could sneak down there and grab a sandwich before the second half starts.
Hey, John, while we got some time, why don't you tell us a little bit about S3 and what you guys got going on this week or this month? I know you guys are always running new promotions and work with new athletes. Can you give us a little bit about S3 performance training?
No, I appreciate that, dude. I've partnered with you guys for, 5+6 years. Really excited about what you guys do. In terms of our business, I think how we got linked up is, we both have children that were athletes, and I started this business 11 years ago to train athletes. I really started it with my son and guys like Bo Prabula and Jack Smith and a lot of the guys that you and I have seen come through the central system. But it's really grown, and we work with so many athletes. We're coming out of our busy summer season. We also do adult training. It's just very rewarding to be able to work with a lot of these kids. This is a type of service that I didn't have growing up. I'm much older than you. But now, it's come to the high schools too. As I mentioned to Todd earlier, we actually do all the training here at Red Lion High School on site for them. So, and York High's got a great program through Russ Stoner too. He does a great job there. And you're seeing that on the field here with all these athletes. So I'm just really excited about our ability to work with athletes for the last 11 years. We have over 200 athletes on our college wall. And honestly, being able to come out here and work with you guys too, occasionally on a game, whether it be football, basketball, lacrosse, volleyball, it's just a great thing that you guys do, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that college wall is very, very nice, man. You walk in there and you have all the athletes, you have the college they went to. Who are some of the players that kind of stick out to you on that college wall?
Well, we talked about Bo, obviously, who's now in Missouri. I'll be going to visit him next weekend. We're going to go watch his UMass game. Yeah, neighbor and one of my son's best friends. Nick Parker, who played baseball at nationally ranked Coastal Carolina and then University of Virginia. He actually, coincidentally enough, might be taking a coaching job, pitching at the University of Missouri where Bo is. And then I got to throw my daughter in there, who's a gymnastics coach at the University of Missouri, who's also on our wall. She was a gymnast at Temple. But we have a ton of athletes, Division I, Division II, Division III, and honestly, it's 50-50 male-female. We've had some of the finest male and female athletes in the area. Too many for me to even name. I'd hate to leave anybody out, but it's just been fantastic. Obviously, I've worked with your son, a lot of the Central York State champion basketball guys, the Bens, if you will, right, the RBs, Brooklyn Nace. Again, I don't want to name names. I feel like I'm going to leave too many people out.
I know. There's so many people that come, so many student athletes and also other people that come to your facility. You guys have grown exponentially. Talk to us a little bit about your trainers. How many trainers do you now have on your staff?
Yeah, I mean, it depends throughout the year, but we have 4 or 5, fluctuates 4 to 5 adult trainers. Then the bulk of our staff is about 10 to 12 athlete trainers. We have kids that get early release in high school, for instance, seniors that come in at like 12 or 1 o'clock. So we're pretty busy from noon with the athletes all the way till about 8 or 9 p.m. It's a labor of love. We love it. All of our coaches enjoy working with the boys and girls, especially as we see them progress, into the type of athletes that you're seeing on the field here tonight with both teams.
Well, you don't have to be modest. Let's talk a little bit about Jake. Jake's still down in Florida, still playing lacrosse. Tell us a little bit about Jake's journey since he's been in Florida.
You're right about everything except for he did graduate. So his lacrosse career is over, but he did played 4 years, played a lot, started, if you will, for 4 years at Florida Tech, a Florida Institute of Technology, a Division II lacrosse program. He's on I think he's number 9 in total points scored, number 4 in assists, all-time career.
Awesome.
So he had a great career. Had a few injuries along the way that probably kept him out of a total of 5 or 6 games, but got nothing bad to say about that. It's been a great program where a lot of kids from Pennsylvania are playing lacrosse in Florida. In fact, 2 of our S3 kids play for nationally ranked Tampa.
Wow.
They were the number 1 team in the nation last year. They did not win the national championship game, but they're consistently there. It's just great, again, to see all these kids, these boys and these girls from York County playing at a high level at Division I, Division II, and Division III.
Absolutely. And John, you had the vision 11 years ago with the training and getting these student athletes, in the best shape they can possibly be in. So we really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you.
And guys, go ahead and check out S3 Performance Training at the lower third of our screen. They have all their information there. As he said, they've been our sponsors now for the last 6 years. It's been a wonderful relationship. But really, really quickly, we're going to go ahead and go to York High's marching band and give them some attention and some love as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Du.
Yep, we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
You got to name the cat, the dog, and lady. Dan goes, you got to name the cat, so I get to name the dog. Well, no, he's naming a big kid. Who's better? Big stuff, that's better. I don't blame you. No, it's better. You can What'd you say? If you don't want to take a team to shoot that. I should have known that. I should have known that. Also, I'm not playing so much. I had such a hard time taking it. Like, your name will be mixed with all drop, and I was like, yeah. One thing, I think if Jordan and I would ever get married, I don't think I'm changing my name.
This year, the Bearcat Marching Band celebrates 104 years of marching musical excellence in school and community pride. And continue with that tradition, we will exit the field as the banners of We're from York. Student teams are drum musicians, aliens, and section teams are flute, Gary Hernandez, clarinet, Anderson Oaks, alto sax, Darren Lair, trumpet, Francisco Soto, low wind, Caleb Ford Williams, drum line, Beautiful Williams, Pitt, Maya Bruno, and color guard, Deanna C. Martin. William Penn High School Bearcat Marching Band would like to thank the administration of the School District of the City of York and the William Penn High School, the Board of Directors, and the York City Music Booster Club for their generous support.
And now direct your attention to the center of the field where we will now be entertained by our varsity cheerleaders. My varsity cheerleaders, thank you, ladies. With Schoolcraft. Ricky Schoolcraft, please report to the upper concession stand. Ricky Schoolcraft to the upper concession stand, please.
Every night we go through like pictures and videos, and I have a picture of her, Maddie, talking about Maddie a lot.
I appreciate you don't have to pay for this, did you? No, this was
Elena Weed. Would Elena Weed please report to the ticket booth by the scoreboard? Elena Weed, report to the ticket booth by the scoreboard, please.
check out their game rate. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I noticed that. It's like pro level, man.
At Thornton Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion, our customer appreciation sales event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs? You got it! You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments? You got it! Then shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
Devastating words, your child has cancer. 4 Diamonds and the Red Line Mini-Con are working to change that. Please consider participating in our Miracle Minute.
So here at Fairview Early Learning and Community Center, our mission is to change the generation one child at a time. What we do is we take every opportunity to teach a child. It could be from learning how to walk, potty training, how to communicate with peers, and also how to tune in those fine motor skills that they have, and also preparation for kindergarten.
We love it here. Elena has been here for a couple months. We love it here. She's learning. Yes, she's learning all about her alphabets and their numbers and everything like that. And this is an awesome place to have your child learn and grow.
This is our Zion location. On this side of town is our school age. We require that our school age do focus on reading and math daily for at least 30 minutes once they arrive from school. This also gives them time to complete their homework and do crafts and art projects before they do physical play. On the Zion location, we do cater to the private, public, and charter schools that are on the west side of town. So we do Logos Academy, Lincoln Charter School, York Academy, and all York City schools that are on the west side of town.
We love
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
Aye. What? What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Pickable.
This is Marcellus Soul Block, and it's time to sit back and kick it with Dude Jones and friends. The Shooting Stars Sports Podcast Show.
We bring the game to you.
Yeah, you know us as being the #1 sports broadcast company in central Pennsylvania. And it's time to sit back and kick it with Dude Jones and friends. The Shooting Stars Sports Podcast Show. Want to become a sponsor of the broadcast? Or maybe you want to be a guest on this podcast? Well, you know what to do. Contact us. You can email sportshootingstars@gmail.com. If you need more content or want to support the Shooting Stars podcast, just go to our social media pages: Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube,
Twitter, and Snapchat. The Shooting Stars Sports Podcast Show with Dude Jones and friends. We bring the game
to you.
Contact us, sportshootingstars@gmail.com.
That's all.
Is no restart.
Welcome back, sports fans, and we are moments away from the start of the second half here as Redline getting set to kick the ball off here in a game that's been dominated by York High. A little squib kick and a scramble for the ball. We're going to see it. Looks like maybe Redline came up with it.
And I know Coach Stoner really wants the refs to talk about that. It
10 yards?
It did, but it trickled its way there. And I think what a lot of the fans and the coaches are probably thinking is somebody touched it prior to it hitting midfield there. Yeah, it looks like they're giving the ball. The head official is motioning it's York High's ball.
Illegal touching against the line.
There you go, illegal touching.
Bearcats will have it. First and 10.
Well, this sets up the Bearcats with excellent field position.
It does, but regardless of field position, Redline needs to get the clamps down on Shavain Anderson.
Well, we see Shavain's back.
He is.
The third quarter, as his quarterback senior Najee Still back in shotgun formation to Still's left. Shavain Anderson, who has 3 touchdowns already.
That could be light work for him when we get to the end of this game. Here we go.
The give to Shavain Anderson.
This is a good tackle.
Brings up a second down.
Ryder and Powell on the stop. Let's go, dog!
Yeah, I want to thank the fans that are on our live chat, on our YouTube chat, that are commenting. And as Dude Jones is overlooking that, each and every week you can comment on our YouTube chat.
And also I'd like to thank Ray's Pit Beef for that delicious halftime sandwich.
It gets your thumbs up. How about it?
Still going deep
for it all. Oh, overshot his intended receiver, Samir Gwynn.
It was a good-looking ball, but unfortunately the closest receiver was the DB from Redline.
A 3rd down and 7.
I'd expect him to go back to bread and butter here.
Anderson splits out.
There it is, right in his hands.
And they give to
tackle.
Shavain Anderson, still on his feet, shedding blockers down inside the 25-yard line. And if he's not running it, he's catching it. And,
I feel like he went right through the defender's arms.
Yes.
He is hard to tackle.
A new set of downs for the Bearcats. Just getting underway here in the third quarter. Bearcats up over the Lions 30-7. And the Bearcats are threatening here. The give back to Shavane Anderson, looking for running room. Wow.
Tell you what, his acceleration and deceleration are very impressive. And he's hard to bring down, as you pointed out multiple times.
Second down and 5. A 5-yard pickup on that carry. Shavane Anderson. Well over 100 yards rushing here.
I think he had 86 on one of them.
Going for it all. Falls incomplete.
That was a nice ball by Still. That's one of the toughest catches to make, that over the shoulder in the corner of the end zone. Good effort by, I believe, Jay Sean Matty.
Jay Sean Matty, a sophomore for the Bearcats. Brings up a 3rd down and 5. 9:57 remaining. Quick pitch out. Complete. Still on his feet. Gwynn in for the score. Touchdown. Samir Gwynn. 18-yard touchdown reception for Samir Gwynn.
Well executed play.
Yes.
And York High digging into the playbook a little bit more, giving their quarterback some opportunities. Samir Gwynn cashing in. That's going to put them up by many scores.
Right now, looking for the 2-point conversion. And the end around. Flag thrown, but that was Malachi Manning in for the score and the 2-point. And it looks like a holding penalty. And that's going to move him back, John.
Holding against the Bearcats after the penalty, will retry the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they've got a comfortable lead. Let's see if Coach Stoner digs into a pass here and lets his quarterback, throw a ball up, see if he can get that 2-point conversion.
Anderson in motion.
Looked like they started a little early, and that's the play he was looking for. I think we got a false start on the offense. Let's see.
Procedure, yeah.
The fans are asking him to kick the extra point. That could be entertaining. All right, another opportunity.
Their offense is out in the field. They're going to...
Still looking at that 2-point conversion. Just 18 yards away.
Still on his feet.
Draw. There we go.
Got nothing but green ahead of him and in for the 2-point conversion. Najee Still. Nice blocking by the offensive line there, and nothing but green in front of Still there for the 2-point conversion. And it's all Bearcats right now, 38-7 over the Lions with 9:48 remaining here in the third quarter. And the Bearcats kind of picking up where they left off in the second quarter here in the third quarter. They're just continuing to dominate the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions just got to bring it in, do a little soul searching, come out and give it their best effort. The game's certainly not over by any means, but they just got to get clicking back on offense, get a rhythm going, just score one touchdown at a time and see if they can claw their way back into this. It's all going to start here with this kickoff return.
And we've seen for Red Lion number 3, Marcus Edwards, as a kick returner. He's had some nice kick returns. We'll see if he can maybe get the Lions kick started here in the third quarter. As James Hess kicks the ball off. And plenty of running room.
Another
for
great
Hunter
return.
Coons. And a nice return, nice field position to start for the Lions. Ball will be set up on the 46-yard line of the Lions.
One possession at a time. Red Lions just got to keep fighting. Systematically move the ball down the field. Put some points on the board.
Let's go. Full speed. They're coming your way, Bill.
Platt's back in shotgun formation for the Lions. Delivers it. Oh, falls incomplete, intended for junior Hunter Coons.
That was a nice looking play.
Yeah, just
a lot of backside pressure again by Sanchez, number
Yeah,
18. We're just going to have to keep an eye on how that right tackle is going to be able to handle that pressure.
Yeah, and you mentioned it earlier, John. You're going to see, I think, a lot more pressure by the Bearcats. They're bringing it. .9:35 remaining in the third quarter. Bearcats up 38-7 over the Lions. Platt's back in shotgun formation. And a running play to give to Grayson Santoro for not much going there.
Too much team speed for the Bearcats. I'm sure Red Lions just trying to keep them honest, keep the defense soft, but they're clearly not going to be able to outrun the Lions to the sidelines.
And an injured Lion on the field with timeout on the field with 9:21 remaining as training staff tends the injured Lion.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Stu Jones.
Coming back off the injury timeout, injured Bearcat Grayson Santoro. A third down and 14 now for the Lions. Falls incomplete, intended Hunter Coons. And that'll bring up a fourth down for the Lions, and I would imagine the punting unit will come out for Red Lion.
Yeah, it looks that way. Is the punter Cade Wilwert, is that correct?
Cade Wilwert out to punt the ball.
Okay, he's had a couple good kicks so far. Unfortunately, one was returned for a touchdown. So
well, and yeah,
the coverage team,
punt, Samir Gwynn, who's already had one punt return for 70 yards.
Short
kick.
high
punt, but very short.
See what kind of bounce. Oh,
And
no
went
bounce. Out of bounds.
Near midfield, but the Bearcats with excellent field position. He shanked that punt way out, high but out of bounds, and
well, that's one way to prevent Samir Gwynn from getting his hands on the ball.
Returning another punt return, but
Red Lion needs to keep fighting, Todd. I know it's tough. I know they see the scoreboard. I know the momentum has been York High's way, for quite some time now, but they
really
just got to
since the
keep
second
fighting.
quarter.
Absolutely.
It's been all the Bearcats. Still, the give to Anderson. Shavane Anderson with a 6-yard pickup. Brings up a 2nd down and 4 for the Bearcats. Shavane Anderson with a carry. We'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well played defense.
I want to remind the fans that are tuned in tonight to subscribe to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel as well, Sports Shooting Stars. Again, subscribe to the YouTube page, Sports Shooting Stars. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you. 3rd down and 2 now for the Bearcats. And a quarterback keeper by Still on his feet. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Najee Still, a 37-yard touchdown run.
Well, when you have a dynamic back like Shavane Anderson, all eyes are on him, and Still took advantage of that again off the fake. Another big run by the quarterback.
Yes. And what a running attack the Bearcats have here, John. They've been just lighting it up right now on the ground.
I'd like to say ground and pound, but I think a lot of their carries, they're probably averaging 10, 15 yards a carry right now.
They're
Big
3rd in
chunks.
rushing coming into tonight's game with nearly 200 yards rushing per game. I think they've eclipsed that mark here tonight.
I would agree.
2-point conversion by Shavane Anderson, making it look easy.
Are we going to be in running?
A penalty called on that play against the Bearcats.
So we retry the 2-point conversion here, Todd.
But York High up 44-7. Now a 2-point attempt, 2-point conversion here awaits. Pass complete. And it for the 2-point conversion. Samir Gwynn. And with 7:42 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, York High 46, Red Lion 7. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. Okay, and some scores from around the YAIAA. Hanover up over York Catholic 21-7. Bermudian Springs 30, DeLone Catholic 7. Getting set to kick the ball off here, York High to Red Lion.
All right, good return by Coons as Red Lions offense comes back to the field.
Conestoga Valley 19, Spring Grove 7. West York shutting out Kennerdale 17-0. New Oxford Colonials all over York Suburban 34-12. Central York opening things up at the Corral in Hanover 42-17 over Southwestern. And Dallastown all over Northeastern 49-0. And does Northeastern get shut out again this week, John? Right now, Dallastown.
Unfortunately, I think they do. They just got to keep their heads up, get back to work.
Platt's under pressure again, and he goes down.
Trevor Lee and the boys got to him at that point. The pocket just collapsed.
And a late flag thrown.
Game looks out of hand on the scoreboard, but these young men need to stay calm, continue to play good football. We haven't had a ton of penalties, especially personal fouls, but this unfortunately is one. So give the Lions a first down.
Yeah, personal foul called against the Bearcats. It's a 15-yard penalty.
I'd like to see Redline go back to the short to intermediate passing game. They had success there. I don't think they're going to have the time to let a long pattern develop, which we saw there on that last play. They're not going to have a good 4 seconds. They got to get the ball out 2 to 3 seconds.
Platt's back. Oh, complete to Hunter Coons near midfield, still on his feet, steps out of bounds near the 40-yard line.
Nice catch and nice run by Hunter Coons. Very impressed. And there we have it right there in that intermediate passing game. That's what they need. They need to move the chains. They're not going to get time to throw a 40-yard bomb. Officials timeout on the field.
Bearcat down near side here, right in front of us.
Todd, I know you and Marcellus like to talk about this as the game starts to develop. Any ideas on your candidates for player of the game?
There's a couple players that stand out. Shavane Anderson comes to mind.
Absolutely.
3 touchdowns. Samir Gwynn, he's looking pretty impressive too. A 70-yard punt return and an 18-yard touchdown reception. Of course, it all adds up to a huge lead for the Bearcats, 46-7 right now. But we can ask the fans as well their input through the chat on our YouTube page, Sports Shooting Stars. Continue to subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. And we have a final. Bermudian Springs, the Eagles defeating the DeLone Catholic Squires 30-7. Yep, thankful to Carter Scappa and the Scappa Report, Division III matchup.
For me, player of the game is a 3-headed monster. Definitely Shavane, definitely Samir Gwynn, and I also like what Najee Still's done so far. You know, we still have a whole another quarter and a half to go, so we'll see what develops.
Yeah, you mentioned Najee's 37-yard touchdown run.
Yeah.
And, we mentioned earlier their running attack has just been on point tonight, and
well, we knew that was the strength, and I'm sure Redline knew that and they had a game plan for it, but sometimes the game plan doesn't work out, and it just hasn't worked today.
The defense, the running game can wear out a defense, and you wonder how much Redline has still left in the tank here. 5:38 remains here in the third quarter, but they have the ball offensively. John Valon
players up.
Walking off the field, the training staff.
Red Lion has to stay resilient here. They need to believe and keep making plays.
Platt's back. Delivers the ball and almost picked off. Pass intended. Hunter Coons.
I'll tell you, that was a good defensive play by Hunter Coons. That ball was sailing right into the chest of the defender, and he was able to break it up. Certainly don't need a turnover here if Red Lion's looking to put some points on the board.
A running clock now in effect here at Horn Field. Anytime once it hits the second half and you're up by 35 points, running clock in effect. And another injury timeout on the field.
This is about the time in the game where cramps and those types of things start setting in.
And it's
so
been a warm
hopefully,
night. I mean, it's cooled off a little bit, but it's still a warm night. Beautiful night for football here at Horn Field.
I bet if we gave that boy a Roy's pit beef sandwich, he'd jump right up.
Look
at that, he heard us.
Speaking to that, yeah. And that's Mason Platts, the quarterback, who we saw earlier go out injured, and he's going to have to at least come out for one play here.
I saw him in the weight room at Red Lion this week. Just a real positive kid, positive influence on his teammates, hard worker in the weight room. He's taking some hits this game. He'll be in the training room most likely tomorrow or early next week.
Icing down?
Absolutely.
Now we see number 21 is in for Red Lion, and we do not have a 21 on our roster. So maybe if someone on the group chat, there's a running play there by Grayson Santoro.
You're right, no 21.
Yes, but the backup quarterback's in currently for Mason Platts.
Well, scanning the roster, I might go with Luke Martin, number 19, who's wearing 21 possibly. Either way, the quarterback's going to get his opportunity at a long third down play here on 3rd and 7.
Got some clarification now. It's Christian Thomas, the backup quarterback. Thank you to Carter Scappa for his homework. And a blitz.
Octavius.
Yeah, Octavius with a carry far side. Steps out of bounds.
It's a little too late, but I would have liked to have seen them use his big frame and try to run the ball a little bit earlier in the game in the first and second quarter. He's a heck of an athlete. Obviously came to play today. Just things aren't going their way. But that was a good play to help break in the new quarterback.
Yeah, and you fall behind like this, and you almost want to open it up, and now the backup quarterback's in. And how do you simplify the game plan for the backup quarterback? How much prep time did he have during the practice week?
Yeah, probably not a lot of reps, especially as outstanding as Mason did. But they do have an opportunity to convert here on 4th down. So, as far as easing one's nerves, this would be a great start here for the new quarterback.
4th down and 2. Sign a blitz, and it looks like
and they got a little bit of help.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier, those shift motions, all that stuff. Might have some new bodies for York High on defense, so I don't think they saw that, and they fell for it. And here we go, 1st down for the Lions.
5-yard penalty. A new set of downs now for the Lions. Clock continues to tick here at Hornfield under 3 minutes. New set of downs for the Lions. As Christian Thomas now leads his team for the Lions. The backup quarterback, Mason Platts, if you're just joining us, out with an injury. There's Octavius Thompson with the carry far side, 10, inside the 10-yard line. Nice run by Octavius Thompson, who has the lone touchdown for the Lions.
Yeah, again, I like that.
Touchdown run.
I would have liked to see more of them, but that was a well-executed play.
From our broadcast booth for Octavius Thompson, they list him at 6'2", 235.
Yeah, he's got some meat on those bones. I see him at the gym every day. Indeed.
Yeah, 1st down and goal now, ball on the 8-yard line of the Bearcats. Yeah. Back to Thompson, looking for running room, but he's going to get gang tackled by the swarm of Bearcats. Not much running room there for Octavius Thompson. Not the direction you want to be moving here for the Lions.
No, again, I'm not really sure you're just going to be able to expose those corners. Too much speed on that York High defense. And, Octavius has had several carries in a row, so he might be a little gassed.
Under 1 minute remains here in the third quarter.
All right, 2nd and 8.
Ball now on the 15-yard line of the Bearcats. And a quarterback keeper. Christian Thomas.
Yeah.
Hit hard on that play, and that may be the final play here of the third quarter as the final seconds tick off.
It's a good time for the quarter to end here, Todd. I think Red Lion needs a little bit of a break. Octavius could use a little bit of water, and they need to dial up a play that's going to turn into some points for him here.
Yeah, 'cause right now it's been all dominated by York High. The end of the third quarter is here, and we've arrived at it with your score: York High 46, Red Lions 7. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. Welcome back, sports fans. The start of the fourth quarter is upon us. Red Lion going for it all there. In for the score.
That was a well-thrown ball.
Yes.
Right in the back of the end zone. Great job by that young quarterback. We apologize. We're not really sure what his name is. If you know, please chime in on the chat on YouTube. Love to give that young man credit for his touchdown, perhaps his first touchdown.
Well, we're being told it's Luke Martin.
Excellent. Okay,
Luke Martin. Now,
yeah, I looked, and he was the only other person listed on the roster as a quarterback, 5'8", 166, 10th grader. Great job by young Luke Martin.
To Julian Cedrone, a 15-yard touchdown reception. Injured Bearcat now. Training staff tending the injured Bearcat. And timeout on the field here as we await the point after attempt.
Looks like a hamstring stretch, so what we talked about earlier, those cramps are happening.
Luke Martin, the backup quarterback, a sophomore, listed at 5'8", 166 pounds. Threw a beautiful pass-catch touchdown there.
Yeah, and the Lions needed that. You know, regardless of the outcome of this game when this fourth quarter is over, they need that to rebuild the confidence. I think they came in with a good game plan. You know, just in that second quarter, that when that levee opened and the floodgates open, I should say, and York High went to work. You know, they just weren't able to keep up. But they did have a good game plan. I thought they were executing really well in that first quarter. It's nice to see that touchdown here in the fourth.
Demir Andino, Jr., injured for the Bearcats. Walking off rather gingerly, it looks like it, from our vantage point. But the point after attempt.
Hey, Phil. Like you said, put that hand up in the throat.
Point after attempt by pretend Ashton Bell. Kick is up and good. And your score with 11:42 remaining in regulation. Bearcats 46, Lions 14. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. Okay. We have a final. Hanover Nighthawks 21, York Catholic 7. Here in week 5 of YIAA football.
Surprising, York Catholic was playing pretty well, but congratulations to the Nighthawks. As Carter mentioned, that's back-to-back wins for them. Programs on the rise.
Hawks, yes, yep. In Division III.
What do you think, Todd? Are they going to go with an onside here? Or are they
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
boot it
see. We
away?
saw one earlier. Remember to get things started. It's
kind of saw two of them if you think about the little pooch kick they had to the 30. They try that one again. He's got to catch that ball.
Yup, man. Caught this time by number 19, Caden Bishop, senior.
The football coach is going to come out and be, Todd, for anyone listening out there, if you're a young player, you can fair catch a kickoff. Situation like that, that young man probably would have been better served to wave his hand, catch the ball would be down there. Fortunately, he held on to the ball after he took a couple of hits. But, again, if you're a young player, you can fair catch a kickoff at the high school level. So something to think about if you see those high kicks
Short,
like
almost,
like Red Lions used today.
Up man. See Malachi Manning in the backfield. Pass attempt complete to number 15, Alfonso Jones Jr. Goes out of bounds near side.
Yeah, good tackle there on the edge by Gencil, Roman Gonzalez. Second and long.
Under 10.5 minutes in the fourth quarter. Want to remind the fans we'll make our way down on the field post game for player interviews. Our players or player of the game. Run by Malachi Manning. Getting some playing time.
Yeah.
Shane Anderson still in there.
I'm sure if Chavain wanted to, he could put a couple more yards and scores on in his tally sheet. But it's a long season. We're at that midway point. It's nice to see Coach Stoner moving the ball around to some of his other guys.
A fumble.
Ball down.
Ball out, and it looks like
that was
Red Lion
messy.
may have recovered.
Yeah, that thing was, yes, according to the officials. Yep.
Recovered.
That thing was just sitting there, Todd. I think the guy was reaching for it. I don't know if his legs were caught up, but an untimely fumble, but timely for the Lions.
Yes,
they can put
Lions
another
now
score on the board here and continue to build confidence. They can make this a good game.
A little bit. How
Yep.
about it? And now the Lions offense back out on the field. And Luke Martin's still back out there as the backup. And a running play. Nice fake out there and end around run.
Yeah, there's a couple of the fans here pointing out that there are only 10 guys on defense. So great run there by Luke Martin. Had a little help from the Bearcats with 10 guys in the field.
And Red Lion now moving right down the field. Yeah. And a timeout call by the Bearcats.
A little bit in disarray on
the
defense.
field. Yeah.
Yes.
I think
Coach
that would
is
have been the
motioning.
second play that they had 10 players on the field. And
he's wondering where that safety was.
Chaz
Yeah.
Powell down there. Make sure they'll have 11 for the next
What
play
do
here.
you think? 32-point comeback, huh?
33
maybe.
wins. That
It?
would probably be one of the greatest comebacks in sports shooting stars history. Yeah, right now 8:21 remaining. Both teams have a full complement of timeouts.
I feel like you guys have done some games over the years where there's been a huge deficit and there's been a big comeback. Not sure today's the day, but I'm just referring to some of the previous games you and Du have done in the
We
past.
have done many, and through our time here with Sports Shooting Stars. And a good time to remind the fans to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube page, Sports Shooting Stars.
Hey, shout out to you and the team, Carter and Dew, obviously Marcellus. The graphics you guys have, the commercials, just everything you guys have been putting out there in the last year or two has just been fantastic.
We're growing, and we're glad you can come in and pitch hit.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, not going anywhere there, Martin. He's going to feel that shot.
Very disciplined defense there on the backside by York High. Great play.
A loss of 3 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 13. Under 8 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter in a game that's been dominated by the Bearcats, and their running game has just been on point tonight. Of course, an explosive punt return by Samir Gwynn. 3 touchdown runs by Shavane Anderson. Najee Still got in on the act, a 37-yard touchdown run. Pass complete.
I like that call. This young man throws a nice ball. They really flanked the receiver out on the far side. You could see the slant was open. If I'm them, I'm just going to keep throwing the ball.
Yeah, it brings up a 3rd down for the Lions as we approach the 7-minute mark. A running clock in effect here at Horn Field. But the Lions are threatening. Luke Martin now in at the quarterback position for the Lions. Martin going for it all. It falls incomplete. It will bring up a 4th down.
Might as well go 4-down territory. It was actually a nice ball. The receiver got his feet caught up, kind of did a pirouette, a spin, just lost his footing.
4th down and 2. Our Dew Jones suggesting maybe the red line goes for a field goal here. Put some points on the board. See if your kicker, as he said, can make it. But the offense stays out on the field here. The Lions are going for it all here, John. They touchdown.
Yeah, why not? Why not? It's a learning experience for these boys. Got some younger players in, new receiving core.
And a flag thrown. May have been some movement there along the line. So you maybe call an encroachment call against the Bearcats.
No, that'll give them a 1st down.
Yeah, for a 1st. Yes. Wow. Dallastown 56. Northeastern did score, scoring 7. Dallastown next week will travel to Central York. And, of course, a couple weeks down the road, York High at Dallastown. That game will be featured on Sports Shooting Stars. I believe that's the 1st week in October. But next week's action, we'll travel to West York as they'll play host to Eastern York.
Yeah, you guys got a great schedule coming up on the back end. And as always, you're ending the season with the traditional York High and Central game. That should be fantastic from what we've seen today from York High.
Yes. We'll have York High featured 3 times this year.
Fantastic. Exciting team to watch.
Yes.
All right, 1st and goal from the 5.
New set of downs for Red Line. A running clock in effect, under 5 minutes. Running play. Bearcat defense. Snuff that out, John.
Yeah, good pursuit, good hustle to the ball.
2nd down and goal.
Hey, John, give us a little feedback about that West York Bulldogs team right now. They're playing some amazing football.
They really are. I mean, they look to be the class of Division II. They're handling, Kennerdale. Big matchup next week here on Sports Shooting Stars against Eastern York. Eastern York has a big game tomorrow against Solanco. If they can win that game, you're going to have 2 undefeated teams, West York and East York. Crosstown rivalry, crosstown brawl. That should be an exciting game for you guys. I can't wait to watch it on Sports Shooting Stars.
Yeah, big game next week. As you mentioned, our schedule's fully loaded this year with some big games.
I'm sure Carter Scappa's already got the scouting report ready. You got 2 elite quarterbacks, Jackson Ferber, I believe, with West York, right? Quinn Bramble, outstanding senior at Eastern. Of course, you have the Bishop McDevitt transfer that came back to play with his brother at West York. He's been a little bit of a difference maker.
Yeah, the safety position, and he looks every part of it, and has some major D1 offers as well. And just a junior for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, if I recall correctly, I saw some offers on his Instagram, Wisconsin, Iowa, a bunch of schools. And, of course, you got Ron Miller, right, and Bud Kyle, 2 great coaches duking it out, just like we have here today, 2 great coaches.
Fans, that'll be our matchup next Friday from West York. Dogs up, as they say in West York. Running play going nowhere. And this Bearcat defense is stifling here in the waning minutes of this game. We're almost taking great pride in shutting them out here on this drive right now as the clock is under 3 minutes. That brings up a 4th down and goal.
Yeah, I respect your Red Line trying to establish the run here, especially on a short goal line situation. But it's 4th and 5 now. Let's get some points on the board. If you have a short yardage throw, maybe it's a crossing pattern, something, a quick pop to the tight end, now's the time to pull that out, put some points on the board, and move on to the next possession.
4th and goal from the 5. The Lions. It's all or nothing here, John, on this play.
Indeed.
Martin rolls to his right, looking in the end zone.
Good ball.
Pass complete.
There
and
it
a
is.
Score. Touchdown for the Lions. Gonzalez. Yenciel Roman Gonzalez with a 5-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, that's outstanding. We know the outcome of the game, but for these boys to come out and keep fighting, and put up 2 touchdowns here in the 4th quarter is a testament to Coach Shea, all the coaches, the kids, and, of course, their parents. Great job by Red Line, and keep fighting.
And a point after attempt, Ashton Bell on for the Lions. Yeah, we'll have a player of the game, and then we'll have the hard hat award given typically to the defensive player, and there's some options there as well here to consider. And
I know who I have my eye on there. So we've talked about him a few times, but we'll wait till we cross that bridge and we'll go over that.
We still have 2 minutes, 2 seconds remaining. We are awaiting the point after attempt here by the Lions. High snap, kick is down and blocked.
Almost.
Yeah, that's a high snap, brought down rather quickly and blocked by the Bearcats.
I think that went through some legs. I think in soccer they call that the Meg or whatever. But, he was reliable in the first few PATs. No big deal. Like I said, resilient, came back, put 2 TDs on the board in a very difficult 4th quarter being behind so much.
Conestoga Valley all over Spring Grove 34-7. Central York 49, Southwestern 17 in action taking place. The Dover Eagles up over Susquehannock 14-0. High kick. Returnable. Gwynn, 45 midfield, 45. Down the near sideline, steps out of bounds. And Samir Gwynn making things happen on the special team side.
He wants that player of the game award, I guess. He's like, hey, Shivane, man, I'm not giving it to you yet.
Yeah, clock continues to run now, under 90 seconds.
I don't know. I'm trying to look. Dew is asking if they're going to go for a score. They've got some subs in, but they still have their starting quarterback, starting receiver.
They're going to stay to the running game there, and a big run by John Belen
Estevez, yeah, that's a great run by that young man. Good job. Big hole.
Just a sophomore for York High.
Well, we got a penalty on the play, so looks like they're coming back.
Yeah, penalty called on the play. It's coming back. The clock resumes ticking down. Right back to Valon Estevez with the carry.
Yeah, a couple broken tackles, great balance.
Wow. And this may be, John, the final play of this game for the Bearcats, who clearly dominated tonight. The pitch out to Gwynn. He could be gone. 5 in for the score. Samir Gwynn, a 23-yard touchdown reception.
Impressive job.
Wow, what a offensive put out here by the Bearcats. And that's Samir Gwynn's third touchdown tonight to match Shavane Anderson's 3 touchdowns. And a 2-point conversion.
Oh, flag.
You have a flag down. Holding against the Bearcats.
As you mentioned, Todd, really impressive showing by the Bearcats running game today. Although we just ended on a touchdown pass, I believe Shavane's been great. Samir Gwynn's been great. Najee Still has certainly managed the offense. That's what they're going to need him to do. And he's also made some plays on his own with his feet and with his arm on that last one. So it's a 3-headed monster there for the York High Bearcats.
It looks like some movement on the offensive line for the Bearcats. False start. That's going to move them back.
Everyone's getting a little comfortable, getting a little sloppy here. These boys just need to execute this play, kick the ball off, and with 17.8 seconds, we'll be out of here.
.8 seconds to go. Ball now on the 23-yard line of the Bearcats. They're just going to hand it off.
Two-point conversion, no good.
That was the 2-point conversion.
Estevez. Yes, that
Crazy.
was a 2-point conversion. But York High, moments away from moving to 3-2 on the year. A rather convincing win here tonight, John, over Redline, 52-20.
I think if you go back to the data that you and Carter and Dew put together, you look at the keys to the game, you can clearly see, which team was able to uphold those keys to the game and which one wasn't, obviously. The running game was key for York High. They established it. Redline, conversely, couldn't stop it. That was the biggest difference here,
Yes.
and that changed the time of possession, changed the score, blah, 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 turnovers, penalties, all that other stuff. York High definitely took the momentum in the second half, and they have run with it all the way through here to the end of the game.
A final, Central York 56, Southwestern 17. And, of course, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Central York will play host to Dallastown next week. And I believe that's homecoming weekend for Central York next week. at Central. York High, they'll have an off week next week, and then they'll be back at it the first Friday in October. We'll have that game. York High will travel to Dallastown. Next week's broadcast will feature Eastern York at West York, and I'm being told Coach Ron Miller picked up his 100th win.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ron. Dogs up, 1-0.
Dogs up. What a great guy. Just does everything he does.
Absolutely. Now at West York, making a difference at West York.
He does so much for the kids, believes in the program. Obviously was there previously, took them to a district title back in the day.
His second go-around at West York, as you mentioned, John.
Yep. Yeah. He's back where he belongs. He had a good stint at Dallastown, but to your point, he's having a great season here at West York.
Getting set to kick it off, the Bearcats. Deep kick, returnable for the Lions. Out of bounds. And that may be it, John. The final seconds, a running clock in effect. And that will do it. York High victorious tonight over Red Lion, 52-20. Congratulations to the Bearcats. They move to 3-2. Red Lion falls to 2-3.
Yeah, congratulations to the Bearcats. Great running effort tonight. Dominated on the ground. Defense was tough. Red Lion's got a bright future ahead. They just got to get back to the drawing board, get back to work, put in the time, put in the effort, and believe in themselves. And both these schools are going to have several more wins before the end of the regular season's up.
As both teams meet at midfield, we'll probably make our way down to the field for a little post-game interview and discuss maybe who we would consider to be player of the game or players of the game. We'll give a T-shirt out to the player of the game, and then our hard hat, courtesy of BLM Construction. Dude Jones, well, we're midfield. Things clearing up. Belinda Morales behind the camera. Pretty exciting performance here by the York High Bearcats. We're being joined by some Bearcats, man. They tore it up tonight. Congratulations, guys. Oh, yeah, line up here. Be proud. Oh, yeah. Let me
get them right there in the middle.
Yep. John Turpak, we're down on the field with some Bearcats. Not one, not two, three, four Bearcats making their presence here tonight. Samir Gwynn, let's talk to you first. Pretty impressive. I mean, a 70-yard punt return, a 18-yard touchdown reception, a 23-yard touchdown reception. Talk about this.
I just want to thank my linemen, my teammates for blocking for me and getting me to the end zone. I appreciate them. Yeah. That's about it.
It showed. And beside you, Shavane Anderson, 3 touchdowns. Shavane, pretty impressive performance. Talk about it.
I mean, yeah, I have to give my O-line a shout-out. They were eating out there and really putting everything in all to it, man. I really appreciate them, man, because that's how I got them 3 touchdowns. I appreciate them.
John, you're going to have to help me out. My arm's
got you,
not
brother.
quite as long there, but go ahead. Quarterback Najee Still. I mean, you got in on the act as well, a 37-yard touchdown run.
Like my teammate said to the left of me, it's really our line. That's what I give credit to and thanks to. And we're going to keep coming and keep rolling week after week.
And then we're joined by number 18, Namani Sanchez. You had a sack in the game. Talk about it, making some big plays out there.
Yeah, I would just like to thank the coaches and my teammates for putting on a fight for each other and just going full speed on the ball.
Well, you guys moved to 3-2. John, any questions on your end?
No, definitely an impressive showing by these guys. You had the 3-headed monster on offense there. Started with Najee at quarterback, right, and Shavane and Samir. And then I was really impressed by number 18 we talked about in the whole game, the pressure coming off the edge. They need to put pressure on Mason Platts, to make him, to force him into some turnovers and those types of things. And I think this young man here was able to do that, as well as the rest of the defense.
Yeah. And we have some awards to give out. How about a Dude Jones? Come on in here. John, you have something as well.
I'll start with the Defensive Hard Hat Award.
Yes.
That goes to my man here, Sanchez, number 18, excuse me. Good job, young man. Good job.
And real quick, offensively, man, you guys did a great job. All 3 guys did a great job, but the fans voted, and Shavane Anderson Jr. has the player of the game on the offense.
Shavane Anderson, the Syracuse commit, 3 touchdowns, an impressive performance for York High tonight. There it is. Get to know the name and number. There you go, number 3, 1, 18, 8. York High Bearcats. Show it up there, guys. Yeah.
Get in there, John. Get a picture.
Yep. Congratulations, guys. We'll let you celebrate a little bit of an off week next week, and then we'll have that game. You guys travel to Dallas now. Talk about that.
Sure. We just ready to compete. We're going to take this week after week. And it's a team goal. We have one goal, and we're going to try to achieve it.
How about you, Shavane?
I mean, we're just going to go get in the lab to try and get better every week. When we have a week off, we're going to recover, and we're going to come back better than ever. We're going to come back and win.
Well, as I said, we'll have that game. You guys travel to Dallas now. Najee, talk about it.
We're going to come out and fire off all cylinders. A lot of people didn't expect us to be at this point here, even win 3 games. So we're just going to keep competing and try to fire all cylinders the last 5 weeks of the season.
And how about that defensive player of the game there?
Yeah, like what they said, we're going to come and bring it. First, it starts with practice, going full speed at practice, not giving up on the play, and just trust your boys, your brothers.
I like it. I like the confidence. I like the energy all day, every day. It's pretty exciting. Looking forward to next week.
We got
you
the
guys
coach
playing.
behind you, Coach Stoner. Come on in here. You might as well join.
I'm not happy with them right now.
Well, we'll face the camera, Coach. Talk about tonight's win.
I thought it was pretty sloppy on our end. And they know it. They know that we're going to strive for excellence. And we did, Redline did a nice job coming out and doing some things, trying to slow us down. And that took us out of rhythm defensively, which then affects us offensively. But again, the other part of this is the goal of this game is scoring more points than the other team. So, and we did that. And then we subbed a lot of players late in the game, or in the second half. So that was, we're all over the place. But so it didn't feel as good. I'll watch the film and I'll evaluate them. But they know what our expectations are, and we're going to be a tough out if they keep on working and not looking past people.
There you go. You heard it straight from the coach. Coach
Verbal
Stoner.
and nonverbal communication.
Yes. Go celebrate, enjoy it, gentlemen. Big win tonight for the York High Bearcats. We'll see you in a couple weeks, gentlemen. Hey, good work, man. Good work, yes. Good work,
job,
man.
man. Enjoy that week off.
Found, man. There you have it, sports fans. And we're winding down. Dude, Jones, a pretty impressive performance by the Bearcats tonight.
Yeah, it was a great performance here tonight from the Bearcats. Like I said, they've been putting up a lot of great points, man. 50 points tonight, 52 points actually, 91 points against Northeastern, and that's a high-octane offense so far. And the defense is doing a really good job too, shutting teams out and making sure they're not scoring and even keeping the game close. So big shout out to York High. Like I said, and I kind of like to see that from Coach Russ Stoner. Not satisfied with a win. He wants more. He wants the championship, and he wants to go to the districts. He wants his guys to know there's still more on the table to eat. So he's not going to let them be satisfied with just this win. And that's the way you want to go, especially with this only being week 5. You got 5 more weeks of football, so you don't want to go too high. You don't want to go too low. You want to keep on working. And these kids are going to be back into the lab tomorrow, I believe, around 9 o'clock and looking at film and doing some recovery.
Sounds good. We want to thank the fans for tuning in tonight. Join us next Friday as we travel to West York, Eastern York at West York. Big battle in Division II on Sports Shooting Stars.
And also, I want to go ahead one more time and thank Carter Scappa for all the reports that he does going into the game and all the stats that he does as well. And also John Turpek. Please, guys, go check out S3 Performance Training. They're one of the best training facilities in Central Pennsylvania, if not Pennsylvania. They do a great job. Like I said, nice facility, located real quick.
We're located inside the Heritage Hills Athletic Club in the arena at 2810 East Prospect Road. Looking forward to seeing your son or daughter so we can help them develop their athletic potential.
Yeah, and we're still very early in the sports year, so you want to start training right. You should have been training in the summertime, but it's not too late. Get with John Turpek and also Ron Johnson, who's also an assistant coach here at Redline. You guys did a great job here tonight, and we want to thank you guys. Tune in to Sports Shooting Stars next week as we feature Eastern York versus West York, and look at all our stats that we do throughout the week. Player of the week, I know a couple guys from York High will make our Player of the Week, and like I said, we're going to go to get out of here, guys.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
We're Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
to you.